Yep.
We're live. Welcome back, everybody, to the Comic Book Battalion Live, Episode 4. Last time we
Woo!
did one of these, we discussed basically Stan Lee's run on Amazing Spider Man.
Yep.
This time, however, we have some modern day comic books to talk about. But
Yep.
first, sadly put, we have two deaths to discuss here that just happened just yesterday. One of which basically hit the news. I was surprised to hear about this. Sika of the Wild Samoans passed away at the age of 79.
Yeah.
And those
According
of
to
you,
reports, he died of suicide. I'm not
really,
joking. That happened.
yeah, those of you not familiar with him, you may be familiar with his son, the tribal chief Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Oh wait, you're not people good. My bad. Shit. I got
Yeah,
my
yeah, we'll get Peter McGow's soon.
right.
But I never met the guy, but I heard how awesome of a guy he is, and I've heard various stories about the Wild Samoans. Like there was one time when there was when Hulk Hogan was going to New York with the Wild Samoans, and apparently at the time they had to keep kayfabe because the Wild Samoans could not speak English in public for some reason. So he had a gun in his car, and he didn't know New York had like a law against unlicensed guns. So he had to spend a brief time in jail. Well, luckily,
Shit.
he got bailed out by Gorilla Monsoon. And he's telling the Wild Samoans, hey, can you help me out? But they're trying to keep kayfabe because the Wild Samoans basically spoke gibberish, what I heard.
Oh, I know about that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And of course, basically, well, now and there's another death. And of course, we just mentioned him. Peter B. Giles, who just recently passed away.
Yeah.
I was surprised to hear about this. I met
Same.
this guy back in, I think it was like 20, I'm trying to remember, I think it was like 2019. I met him. Nice guy. Uh, I met him not long after the Doctor Strange movie came out.
Yeah.
He hadn't seen the movie yet, but he really enjoyed the choice. He talked to me about his time working with Steve Ditko, one of the co-creators of Doctor Strange.
That's cool.
Yeah. Great guy to meet. He had a very good run with Defenders.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad to see the guy go.
Yeah, he ultimately Micronauts.
Yeah, he did second volume of Micronauts. The first one was done
Second
by
volume. Yeah.
yeah, he
Anything
did.
else?
The original was done by the awesome Bill Mantlo, he is still alive.
Thank
There's no
God.
reports of him passing. Last I heard, he's still in the hospital.
Ugh. Fuck.
He's been in the hospital since the 90s.
Oh, I know about that.
He got into an accident.
Shit.
It was like 91-ish. He got in an accident. He's been stuck in the hospital since then. There was a foundation. I don't know if it still exists or not. I heard about this when ROM was coming out by IDW. There's a foundation called the Bill Mantlo Foundation where it's basically there to raise funds for his medical bills.
Interesting.
Yep. But another piece of topic news is the fact that apparently Marvel and Dark Horse are in partnership now, which is interesting given the fact that Marvel, for, oh my gosh, almost 10 years, has not done a partnership with a company to do something like this. I think the last time they did this like this was probably New Avengers Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
The common theory is that they've had a stick up the rear end for like past 10 years. They refused to work with anybody. And now
We
the
got
work
Joe
for Dark,
Quesada. Maybe.
yeah, I think it's because of how I think it was Paul Levis did not like how DC characters written in the JLA Avengers crossover they had back in I think it
Yep.
was like 2002. I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he didn't like it at all, and DC's not working since then. Though I've always really wanted to see a crossover between the New Avengers, the Bendis lineup, when include Daredevil, team with Team Ninja Turtles, but now we got Dark Horse, which is interesting.
Yep.
I guess Dark Horse too is because if you look at their library, if you look at the published right now, like with the exception of published by Colin Bunn, Jeff Lemire, or Mike Mignola, there's nothing really interesting published by them.
Yeah, but they know Black Hammer. I know that that's the I believe.
Yeah,
What is that?
that was Jeff Lemire's book.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the only thing I know that's going on right now. Or maybe then they don't know.
Or probably because Marvel pretty much basically cleaned them out of their licenses.
Yeah.
I mean, it took Star Wars.
They took Alien Predator.
Yeah, Buffy, that went to boom.
Mm-hmm.
So Marvel didn't have anything to do with that one.
Yep.
I found that to be interesting. Though this could be interesting to see Hellboy cross over with some characters from Marvel. I mean, Hellboy is probably the only major character they have right now that is not created on comic.
Like, you know what's funny? Like, the last part we had a Dark Horse in DC, what the Black Hammer called is Superman, and, well, no, Justice League and the Black Hammer.
Yeah. That was the last one.
I did Genius cover example,
right
but you didn't point. Okay.
Keep talking. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm back. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Nature calls.
Okay.
All right. So the only thing I think of this partnership might do is maybe there's some characters from Marvel Comics they can't publish because
Conan.
Conan's over Titan.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I thought it was really weird. Like,
Yeah,
they
they lose the license. They had the license back. Darkwood lost the license, I think. I don't remember.
They had license from 01 to about 2017, I think it was. Marvel picked up in 2018. They had it for about 4 years.
Yeah.
And
then they did a bench story.
They did Avengers, Conan Barbarian. They brought back Saturday to Conan.
Conan 29 did weird.
There was two mini series. There was two mini series focused on the women in his life. Valerie, which that was done by Meredith Finch, and the other Power Queen, the one who's kind of like she had black hair.
Yeah, I forget. I don't know.
Yeah. I did ask Meredith Finch about that. How she got that. She was approached at Comic-Con to do those comics.
That's cool.
Yep. And of course, when people think of his most recent time at Marvel, people think of Savage Avengers.
Yep.
By Gary Duggan and later by David Prowse. Like
with Agent Venom, he was on the team.
Yeah. That this was really weird. Like, okay, so you get the license back. I'm sure the comics were selling pretty well. And then like it just stopped. Like Star Wars, they still publish. No problem.
Well, I think that's the end of the Star Wars line that they this year.
Yeah, they're going to end the current volume is issue 50, which that's surprising, given the fact the previous one for Star Wars lasted for 78 issues.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Why are we going back to number 1? Why not just keep the number going?
I don't know. It's weird. We'll get back to that.
I don't get that logic with that shit.
But it just seems like so odd. Like, okay, you bring Conan back, you put good comics out, and the license just expires.
Yep.
Titan. And here's the weird thing. They brought in Jim Zebb, the guy who replaced Jason Aaron, Conan Barbarian. to continue to write the comic over Titan.
Nice.
I'm like, wow, that was something. I did not really expect that at all.
Right? Did I? Who knew?
Yeah, I don't know the reason for this was, but okay. It's still a good comic on under Titan.
Mm-hmm.
Which also, do you remember when Conan? Do you remember Marvel was going to put out Dark Angus as a miniseries, and
In
then it
Dark
got cut
Ages?
off? Yeah, Dark is a female character.
Oh,
And
never mind.
her comic got cut off after only 3 issues for a 5-issue miniseries.
Well, that's odd. That's
And here's the weird
really
thing:
confusing.
no trade for it.
Wait, why?
I don't know. It's weird. Marvel blamed COVID for the cancellation of this book.
I go BS on that.
Yeah, here's the weird thing. She first appeared in the current books in the first kind of miniseries. The one it was like where he teamed with her, Moon Knight, King Cole, and Solomon Kane.
Yep. I
I
know
really
Solomon
I
Kane.
thought it was really cool. I like the second one too. I think of these 2 miniseries as side stories to Sad Avengers.
Nice.
That's what I think of it as. And do you think it was weird? Like Marvel put all these good comics and all of a sudden just stops and it goes over Titan.
It feels weird, but I don't know. I think it makes sense. Because Western comics are always competing with rights issues, and it's a mess. But they'll show
I
what
think the
the
only
original
reason why that
story.
Star Wars is published by them because Disney owns Fox.
Did he? Well, to be no.
Lucasfilm.
He didn't about that. The reason why Disney owns Star Wars is because remember, Star Wars got sold off to Disney in 2011.
Oh, you know one thing they have not brought back because Lucasfilm owns this property too, but yet have you noticed not a single comic for this one published by them?
Willow, right?
Indiana Jones.
Oh, I heard Willow.
Yeah, Indiana Jones.
Oh,
which is
mind.
weird because last time I published that comic was Dark Horse. I would have thought the license went with Star Wars over tomorrow, but
I guess not.
Yeah, hopefully maybe this could give like maybe new Indiana Jones comic because there's not been one published like over 10 years.
And there's no movie time now, so you don't need a movie time anymore. So you can do whatever you want.
Did you see the last one, Dial of Destiny?
I saw it in theaters. I honestly, I'm disappointed.
I liked it. I really did. There was this stupid theory out there that like this Indiana Jones be talking. Oh, it's actually this female character's movie. No, it is not. That's a big fat lie. I've seen the movie. Indiana Jones is the first person you see. He's a title character. And yes, there was a rumor getting the kill off movie, but that didn't happen.
Nope.
And like, they're gonna like, of course they kill off screen, but that was basically Vietnam War stuff.
Yep.
And the reason why they have him like retire in the movie because the Nazis working with space program.
Yep.
And
which did happen in history, in reality.
Did you think it was weird? Like for some movie set in 1969, like the subways look like they were from the 70s.
Yeah, it didn't feel like the 60s. It felt more like the 70s because Crystal Skull would fit these. With the 1940s. So
like the first movies were basically all the late 30s.
Yeah, then World War II.
The fourth movie was the 50s. And this is this 1969.
60s, yeah. In the 70s,
yeah.
1970.
And like, I don't know what the heck Disney took so long to make this movie. And
I have a feeling about that. My feeling though, because it took some Crystal Skull with negative receipt, it took forever.
Did you hear that Harrison Ford? The reason why he was in shape for that movie because he always loved playing Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that's his favorite character.
That. And that's why he always stays in shape because he may get older, but he stays healthy. He may not be ripped per se, but he stays in shape.
Yep.
Which I think that's good for him to do.
Indeed.
Yes, I do. I think that the only way this partnership could work is if maybe Marvel can give a license to publish Indiana Jones.
Who knows? We're going to wait see happens.
You also published by
partnership. It means we get Black Hammer colored Marvel because we did DC crossover with Black Hammer, which never got to continue, which is kind of sad because I wanted to continue that story.
You never comic that Dark Horse had published for a while, but they haven't published in some time.
Alien? Wait.
The Terminator.
Oh, yeah, the Terminator comic. What Terminator comic we have Transformers. Great story, by the way, beyond the way.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, I'm trying to remember. I don't remember if Did Fox produce that one, or was it Universal?
I don't really know. I don't follow too many comics, so
No,
I'll
it's
do that.
no, I'm talking about the movies.
Oh, the movies. Yeah, I think Fox owned the rights to that.
So maybe this could,
I don't know. I don't know.
because as far as I can tell, there's no plans bringing in the comics.
No. It should be by TriStar Pictures and Columbia Pictures, I think.
I mean, I love the Terminator.
Same.
I have not seen the last movies that came out. Dark
You want me? Okay, you
Genesis.
want to mention my Genesis? I thought was fine. I liked it for my first time theaters. I own a Blu-ray. But looking back at it, yeah, this was a mess. This made
I've
no
only seen just
sense.
the first movies. I have not seen Salvation. I've only
So
seen
I
the
went
first
to
three.
the point on theaters like like what? All that for nothing.
I heard that Christian Bale did not get along with directing the movie at all.
Yeah, but that's one. But at this point,
Yeah, I mean, I love the first movies. No denying that.
Unfortunately, classics.
The classics. 3 I thought was a lot of fun. I thought was
Yeah,
kind of
probably
weird
disappointing.
that I think the movie was terrible. It just basically delivered the same energy we have with the first movies. That's the only problem with the third movie.
Yep.
And here's a weird fun fact. Did you know that was the last movie Arnold Schwarzenegger did before he became governor?
Yep, I knew.
Yep. So, big thing to discuss. Amazing Spider-Man.
Yep. The current book has been so bad, God, it's been driving me insane for that past
First thing
couple
to
years.
discuss for that one is a crossover they recently did, which was
Gang War, which sucks. All that
I like the structure of it. Where did you like all like the recap pages where they have like all the territories across New York, and we have in the tie-ins like, oh, we have this people coming. Like they include people like Hydra. Hydra getting a stake in New York. Like that's interesting. The 5 Weapon Society, Shang-Chi's group.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was interesting. Did you think it was weird? Like, okay, so Spider-Man has a team take on the gangs. Okay, so he brings in Miles, no surprise there. She-Hulk, a legendary Daredevil, and I'm trying to think who else.
Spider-Boy should I know it in PS, but like
yeah, that happens at the very start of the story. I'm trying to think. Oh, Spider-Woman,
Spidey, Miles, Spider-Man,
Spider-Woman,
Daredevil, Spider-Woman.
But the Daredevil was not Matt Murdock, it was Elektra.
No, it was Elektra, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, okay, so this is a New York-based story, and I'm like, where the heck are the Avengers?
Where the X-Men? The X-Men should have too.
X-Men deal with the Fall of X stuff. So I get why they're not involved. Fantastic Four not there because what's happening in their book. Okay, fine. But the Avengers should have got involved in this thing.
It should be involved in something. Like, it felt like a weird of time. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Did all the we got? No Luke Cage? No Iron Fist?
Iron Fist basically, it's like his stuff is dealt in a tie-in.
Yeah, that's stupid. I hate that. Like, what?
Luke Cage got a tie-in too. Spider-Woman's book had very little to do with the events, but I thought the book was actually really good because it actually was a consequence from Enter Spider-Verse.
It did, but the thing I hate about that book is that it ends up in another character that ends up. Not Spider-Girl, but Spider-Man can see that age up.
Yeah,
Gary, Spider-Man what in his book.
Like, if you think about it, Jessica was long gone. You think in universe, not very long, and somehow people forgot the fact that she had a baby.
Yeah, that's stupid. Like, what? Bullshit.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of dumb, but then she finds her son.
And she aged up. Well, he aged up.
My freaking Hydra.
My Hydra. Like shit, what?
And here's the weird thing. No, this was announced as a mini-series, and yet it's ongoing. You found that kind of weird?
I don't know ongoing. I thought it was a mini-series. I thought like yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a mini-series. All of a sudden, nope, it's ongoing.
Yeah, I know the ongoing I do.
I'm glad that it's back. I'm glad the book is back because the last book should not have been canceled.
What happened to the last book? I don't remember.
Yeah, it got canceled after Devil's Reign came out.
Ow. That sucks.
It's like right after its tie-in. By the way, the only ongoing series tied into Devil's Reign because Daredevil ended. No other book wanted to bother with Devil's Reign.
Yep.
And then like right afterwards, oh, let's have basically Jessica with her awesome niece, all the bad guys in the book, and like that's it. No Pokemon come back.
No, nothing.
It just abruptly ended after 21 issues. Which, if you think about it, this is the second longest volume of the entire series.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
stupid.
second
Damn it,
longest.
Marvel.
The longest, Volume 1, at 50 issues. 2
Yep.
was 4-issue miniseries. 3 was 18 issues. Let's see. I think 4 was 10. Actually, no, 4 was 7 because that was the Bendis book. 5 was
Yep.
the book done by Greg Land for Spider-Verse. That lasted 10 issues. Got restarted because of Secret
I
Wars.
hate that Greg Land story.
And then we have volume, I think it was 6, was 17 issues. And then we had this book come a few years later and lasted for 21. Good on him for doing that, but I kind of wish it lasted longer.
Yep.
It was
Same.
a good book. I enjoyed it. I bought the whole run in trade.
Nice.
The biggest problem I had with Gang War was the main story's artwork.
My main problem with the main story, besides always that Spider-Man found incarnate, back in the book.
Yeah, and by the way,
it's a Doom's the main character. No, it's Doom's the main character. Like,
do you remember the promotion material where like, oh, Kingpin is like probably in the promotion material, and he's featured in 2 issues.
Yeah, but he got Jack and shit. He gets really like, oh, Road actually my son, he's my brother Birdie.
I thought it was quite funny how they had it in the story. Like, okay, you have, I think it was Beetle's group, which we'll get the Beetle. We're like, oh, they run into the Rose, who's Richard Fisk, and Spidey.
Who got resurrected in Expenses run.
That, oh, like, that's not Richard Fisk. That's Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin.
Yep.
All you mention is, oh, hi, I'm the current White King of the Hellfire Club. And those even not reading X-Men comics.
Don't know what else.
Why the heck is he the White King? Well, this
happened
in Iron Man. And Carrie Duggan's Iron Man was a tie into Fall of X because he married Emma Frost.
Yep. And I'll get fans and comic fans and do it happy right
And did you think it was weird? Like, well, we'll get to what happened a bit. So you have Tombstone and
the Beetle
talking, and then for some weird reason, Typhoid Mary was hitting on Spider-Man right behind her own husband.
Yeah, that was stupid. Like, what?
And of course, basically, Spider-Man's like, is she winking at me? Is she pointing at me? And apparently, that's when Wilson Fisk finally noticed, like, tells her, knock it off. And then it leads to the worst drawn fight in comics.
Yeah, they fight, and then they see Kim and Tombstone and Kitty doing what?
Yeah, this is so freaking stupid.
It's
like,
so garbage.
What the heck were you doing, John Romita Jr.? I blame him for this how this scene turned out because he drew this. It's not Zeb Wells. I don't blame Zeb Wells for this fight scene. I blame John Romita Jr. for it because he drew it. That's how bad it was. It was one of the worst fights I have ever seen drawn in a comic. It was so terrible. And then like, oh, let's have it where you have Tombstone biting Kingpin. And like, oh, like not much damage on him because he's big and bulky. And like, it just ends like, oh, we're going to draw from the war. And by the way, he's surrounded by Hellfire Club soldiers, which read Fall of X. That's the explanation for that. And he's like, oh yeah, let's bop his wife on the nose with his cane.
Yep.
And he leaves.
Yep. He's like, oh, I got load. He's not my problem anymore. Like, gone.
Yeah, and also, like, you're probably thinking, how the heck does it connect all the X-Men stuff?
It doesn't.
Okay, there is a reason for this. Apparently, Typhoid Mary is a mutant.
Yeah, that's about it.
So, he claimed citizenship by marriage, which I have heard this actually is a real thing.
You can find citizenship by marriage and you marry some random person and then you're...
No, basically, like, some people can claim citizenship by marriage. This actually is a real thing.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, so that's the only reason I became citizen of Krakoa. You know, the island nation.
I got blown up
by Osis, who was not featured in the story at all. And then,
by Orcus.
Yeah, and then like at the start of this whole thing which this all started. You say the prelude probably happened in not the one show, it was actually happening. Amazing Spider-Man Volume 6, number 31. We have the attempted wedding of Randy Robinson and
the Beetle.
Yes. Which got interrupted because Shotgun shot basically Tombstone.
Which is just so stupid in this crap. Like,
and here's the weird thing. Like, the only reason why he's here because John St.
Because Madam Master, we didn't why that happened.
Well, yes, and also because John Reed Jr. drove through the story.
Oh yeah, that's
Which
true.
is the same reason why Digger popped up in this run. It's like you ever notice though,
give a
like,
damn
in
about
this
the
run, like,
startup.
anytime Digger shows up, Remia Jr. does the artwork.
Yep. By the way, I found it. I found the image. Hang on. Let's see if it's screenshot.
Yeah, and of course, like, they lead to this final battle in Central
Right.
Park, which second time in Marvel Comics history where we have a final battle happen in Central Park.
Yep. I found it. Screenshot right now.
You know what the first name was, Tivia?
Secret Invasion.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah,
not Civil War 1, not Civil War 2, Secret Invasion. That was the last this ever happened where a final battle took place in Central Park, which, not a bad idea. Yeah, look how terrible this is.
This looks so bad. Like, what the hell?
I'm sure you got a lot of flack for this online.
Yep. Like, it's so stupid. Also,
and look, it's Digger.
I don't care what it's good of. Like,
yeah.
What is this shit? Like, what the fuck? Like,
it's so awful.
Like,
yeah, and the thing is,
like,
you know the weird thing about
it's like so dumb.
Yeah, She-Hulk is in the story, but yet
she had nothing.
Yeah, but here's the weird thing: her book is not tied to this at all.
What am I wasting my time? Like, what the point? I'm in it. Wait, you know what? What am I saying?
And this is weird. Typhoid Mary fighting She-Hulk. As far as I can tell, these two have never met each other before.
Yeah, they don't care about each other. This is stupid.
Yeah. The thing is, Typhoid's more history with Deadpool and Spider-Man and Daredevil, but She-Hulk.
Yep.
Oh, and we got to talk about this awful costume that Dream gave Beetle.
I hate this costume. It's so.
This is atrocious. I'm like, what was wrong with the costume that she had before? It was awesome. I love her costume she had before this. This is awful. Oh yeah, and let's have basically in the penultimate issue, let's have Tombstone turn on his own daughter by ripping off her wings, and then like, oh, Janet's gone.
And Beetle and Logan gets paid in 2 seconds. And she's dead. She's not dead. She's alive. Why?
Yeah, and those who are not reading current comics. Zeb Wells did not resurrect Risker Fisk at all.
No. That was Nick Spencer who did it.
Yeah, he Nick Spencer in a story that followed up with a story from the 60s. The
Time of Life and Death.
Yes, he used that to. You think, oh, he's gonna revive his wife? Nope, he just revived back his son. Which this is probably the first thing big he's done since his resurrection.
Yeah, and then he get these kill him, you put the killer, and then Daddy takes him away. Why?
Yeah,
why did you give him no damn son? His son's an asshole. Like, fuck him. Just kill him off.
You know what's also weird? His brother is not here at all.
Yeah, the brother.
Yeah, this is a villain Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil run, where Fisk has an illegitimate son.
Oh, didn't he die in that Daredevil one?
I don't remember if he did or not. He was still alive when I saw him. Typhoid Mary, like they got married at the end of that run.
Oh, never mind. And then they leave.
And they leave and never seen again. Like, White Rabbit.
Wow, that was way to Kingpin time. Why did he end the story?
Good question.
Stupid. And then Digger joined Beetle. That's stupid. What the?
Yes.
I don't care. And
because his inclusion in this run is baffling. Oh, and okay, that symbol on his shoulder.
It's a mask symbol, but not a mask.
Yeah, which then it reveals, he's undercover FBI agent. What?
Since when? He's an asshole. He's an assassin.
Yeah, since when was he undercover agent for the FBI? This made no freaking sense. This is Zeb Wells throwing a retcon from a character created by Ann Nocenti.
Oh yeah, they read the Jackpot book.
The Jackpot book has very little to do with this story.
Yeah, Jackpot shit. Don't worry, we can show you in 2 seconds.
Yes.
It's an abomination.
I love the cover.
The story's crap.
I think it's a Dotson cover, isn't it?
No, the cover's good. I know you had the cover.
I think it's a Dotson's did this cover, right?
I think so. Yeah.
And
But
surprisingly, this is one Black Cat book not written by Jed McKay
it's
because
in my solicited Broadband, but the story's horrible. The horrible book.
have you noticed though, like in the last like several years, like when Black Cat has a book, Jed McKay writes me this book? Nope.
Yeah. I didn't notice that. Interesting.
Yes.
But
And of course, they had the final battle in Central Park
yeah.
where like, oh, let's basically have we're at the Sirens battling Madame Mask, who seems like the true main villain of the story, which that came completely out of nowhere. At one point, this one was dead, and now she's a gang leader. Now, here's the weird thing with this character: she's an Iron Man character, and yet she's featured in a Spider-Man story.
And why is she fighting my Betty these gang members? Like, she should care about Iron Man, not Spidey. Like, it's so
and here's
stupid.
something else really weird. Like, you know, two of the prominent gangsters in the story are two characters created by Jerry Conway, Tombstone, and Hammerhead.
That's it.
Yeah, and Hammerhead's hang out very early in the story, and he's not featured after that.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
And then, like in the finale, we have Doctor Strange randomly show up.
No, that's not Doctor Strange. No, that's Count Nefaria.
Yeah, I thought it was on the hero side. Like the ending was bizarre. It's like, oh, let's have Spider-Boy, Jackpot, let's have Shang-Chi and Iron Fist show completely randomly at the end of the story.
Yep.
I'm like, what in the world was going on with it's like
what was the point of this story? It meant nothing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the whole thing with Randy Robbins, okay, because in the beginning of the story, he wanted to repeal the Anti-Vigilante Act.
Like that act is not the name in any of the books. It meant nothing. Oh, the act got repealed. Who cares? Like it meant nothing. That law went down and shit.
Yeah, and the thing with the Anti-Vigilante Act, that was something Zardesky introduced in the pages of actually
in Daredevil.
No, it wasn't Zardesky. I think this was Charles Soule introduced this during his run for Daredevil.
Yeah, we're doing Devil Reign. And then I've been Shang-Chi show by nowhere.
Because
what's Spider-Boy here?
During Shoule's run, Will Smith got elected mayor of New York.
Yes.
Oh look, here's Spider-Boy. What the heck are you doing here? You were completely randomly inserted in because let's promote Dan Slott's Spider-Boy book, which actually is a pretty good book, by the way.
I don't get him a Spider-Boy. I try, but
yeah, I don't think the book is terrible. Like, for one thing, at least he's not doing Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, we got some good news, but he also was Superior Spider-Man. The new Superior Spider-Man book. I think this comes out this week.
Yeah, I haven't read the comics, Marvel comics in a month, but it's like, okay, you finish the story, like, okay, so we beat all these gangsters, and at the end of the story, oh yeah, Tombstone is now the Kingpin of New York.
Since when? Okay. Like rock and roll where no one go around.
Oh, you remember that clip where I think it was Robot Chick, I think it was, or whatever show where Nimue like, my work is done, and someone points out though, you did nothing.
Yep.
He's like, really? That's what that scene reminds me of.
Yep.
Does that remind you of that?
Mm-hmm. I actually remember the Simpsons clip with anyway.
Yeah, I would say structure-wise, the story is fine. It's just
a crappy story. Make no sense.
I think it went on. Do you think it went on a little too long?
Yes.
I appreciate the fact the story did have build-up.
Not really. There was no build-up in this story.
They set this up. They plant the seeds for this in issue 31.
Oh.
I would say this has been built like issue 1 in the background, but I'd say it got more hyped up in issue 31, which that issue set up not only this, First Hunt, the Spider-Boy book, and Spirit Spider-Man. So I have like 4 books.
And Spider-Man Lane 2.
Which was unnecessary sequel, which I'm not sure why the heck we need
a sequel. Why that a sequel? I don't get it. What makes it all like, oh, look, we bought this book. No, we don't. No,
and then like right after this story wraps up, like, oh, let's have Peter resign from Oscorp.
Yep.
And then like, oh, reveal the Go Goblin behind this Go Goblin suit is the Green Goblin suit. Because let's undo something Nick Spencer did by making, let's make No Mouse a villain. You're like, wait, let's not do that. Let's make Peter a villain again.
Yep, Spider Goblin. Whoopie-doo.
Yeah, and then after the story wraps up, we have a fight. We like, oh, let's fight between Tombstone and Spider-Man. And then we had
I don't care about Tombstone Spider-Man. I'm done. Jack was horrible. Tombstone horrible. I don't got this book of shit. And Paul, the terrible character. Who's Paul Batllion German? Paul is not good at all. He's just garbage.
Right back.
Hang on, I might screenshot this jerk. Found it. Oh.
Yep. Go get him.
Mm-hmm.
Chewie, go get him. Go get him.
That's better. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Nature calls again.
Oh, it's okay. Anyway, where were we? Oh, yeah. Now I remember. Like, this guy. Hang on, screen share right now. Yeah, this asshole. I hate this character.
What is the point of this guy? Like, aside from ticking out people who like Nick Spencer's run from Instinct Spider-Man?
I have no idea.
Oh yeah, then revealing during the awful dead language story that he's the son of the emissary.
Yep. Basically, this asshole for another double batch of a brand new day. I looked
Yeah,
it
I'm
up.
like, okay, I'm like a lot of people who completely forgot about this character because
Same.
it's like been over 10 years. And I'm like, okay, I have a theory that this character was created by order. This was ordered by his editor. I don't think Zeb Wells personally created this character to take off comic readers. I think
editorial.
Yes. And
Oh yeah, the kid. They get mad at me erased.
Yeah.
Palm
Yeah,
Sol, right?
Yeah, that was so stupid. It's like the
Paul.
Scarlet Witch stuff.
No, I want to drink it, asshole. Why? This character sucks. Go away.
Yes.
Just shot in the head. I need a human head. We're getting a shit show.
And here's the good thing
Dirty
about
goodbye.
this: the run's ending soon, like in just 3 months.
Yeah.
Yes. When I heard about this, I'm like, good. Maybe Zeb Wells can stop receiving death threats over this run.
Yep.
Which,
Yeah, here, that's the cover.
oh, did you hear about Slot's comments that he hates Ultimate Spider-Man?
I did hear about that. See, you idiot. Always find out selling that all books. Shut
Yes.
up. The people like me.
But-
Give it out. I was trying to be happy in a million.
I think Marvel has confirmed that he's leaving in September, hasn't it? Right? Or is this not been confirmed?
Hang on. I could try and find. I think I could find a new article. Let's see.
58 seems like a very random number to leave at.
Well, at the start of the final arc, it kicks off in issue 56.
Yes. If he does leave,
Well, he's leaving.
Yeah, Zeb Wells leaving. Okay, so I don't see JMS come back this book because I think people would associate with One More Day. Slot doesn't have to come back this book at all. Because he was in this book way too long. And keep him on Superior Spider-Man, Spider-Boy. Don't put him in Instinct Spider-Man. Jen McKay might be a good choice, but he has 3 titles right now. He's got Moon Knight, Adventure Moon Knight, Doctor Strange, and Avengers. I don't think he needs a 4th book. Do you agree, Tibia?
Yeah, I agree. Pardon, I'm on phone call.
Yeah, I would love to see him do it. Another guy, I don't think he's on exclusive contract with Marvel anymore, but He could do it because he's done it. My Spider-Man miniseries. He's writing something really well. I would to see Jason Aaron get a crack in this book.
Yep.
But as far as I can tell, the book coming for him is just TMNT over IDW. I think that's it. That's another book I think he was working on. Maybe he's spending all time with that, but he can still do Amazing Spider-Man. Nothing says he can't do a comic book Marvel and IDW. I highly doubt Bendis is going to do the book because he's our Dark Horse. Doing his like Jinx World stuff. I could possibly see Dan Jorgens doing the book again. What do you think, Sivia? Oh, okay.
Apology. I'm up on going.
Okay. Yeah. So the only writers I could possibly see do, aside from Gemma Kane, maybe Jason Aaron, is Dan Jurgens. As far as I can tell, he's not doing anything right now, so I could see him do Amazing Spider-Man. Might be interesting. Let's see. What did I write? I could do it. Brubaker might be an interesting choice, but it's a maybe on him because he's busy doing whatever he wants to do at Image. And who knows if he wants to come back to Marvel anytime soon. Trying to think who else could do it. If anybody thinks Joe Q, no. Joe Q does not need to be anywhere near this book at all. Keep him far away from this book as possible, especially as people still hate it for one more day. After 17 years, people still hate him one more day. Maybe Dan DiDio. But hell, I doubt Marvel wants to hire a former editor at DC Comics who did New 52. How I don't want to touch anything at all. Frank Miller would be not a good choice because the guy's not been much the same in the last 20 years. Let's see. One guy might be interesting is James Hinn IV because he just wrapped up his Nightmare Country miniseries. So I could possibly see him do Amazing Spider-Man. I mean, he had a very lengthy run on Batman that I really love this one on Batman. Excuse me. If he gets back, maybe he'll give his thoughts exactly who could possibly take over the title. Let's see. Well, Tibby is waiting to get back from his phone call he's on. I'll get his thoughts on Blade soon when he gets back. But there are just some books basically right now at DC Comics. I'm like, why the heck? Basically, like, can we trust this writer anymore on this book?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Yeah. So, who could you possibly see taking over from Zeb Wells on Amazing Spider-Man besides who's not JMS, who's not Joe Q? Don't want Joe Q on this book at all.
No, never.
Especially it's basically when he did his Spider-Man book. Fans hate him. Fans
he tanked it immediately.
Yeah. If he's announced as the writer, Marvel will get a lot of hate if they announce him as the writer.
Yep. Sorry. Let me finish.
The only people I could possibly see do it is Jason Aaron. Gemma Kane might be a good choice, even though I'm busy with 3 books.
Yep.
I'd like to see Gary Dunn get a shot at it.
That would be cool. I'd like to see him do it. He wrote We Need About. That was a great book.
Yeah. There's a couple of from DC Comics. I would love to see him get a shot at this book too. James Hinn IV.
Yep.
Or here's a big one. He's done Spider-Man before. Dan Jurgens.
So because I didn't mean before he wrote my favorite book in with Jordan Clark. So why not let him write Spider-Man again?
Yeah.
But there's still 3 plot lines that need to get resolved before Zebwood leaves. One, the whole terrible Green Goblin shit right now with Spider-Man shit, and that's a terrible shit right now. Chasm needs to go away. We need to go to Chasm. Like, fuck, but evil, but like, what's going to be here again? No bullshit. 3, the bigger we need to go away, the Paul shit. We need to get rid of Killer. Shoot him in the head, shot him in space. I don't care. Again, I'm going to need to go away well. Get rid of both killers.
I highly doubt any writer of Marvel won't once touch him because you ever notice though he only appears Missing Spider-Man. He does. I think in the book
he did appear. Book as well. That was horrible.
But aside from that, he is not featured in any other book at all. He's not featured as a guest star in any book featuring Spider-Man.
Yeah,
probably because no writer wants anything to do with this guy at all.
What's good to read? The guy's a horrible character. He's just nothing.
Bendis might be a good choice, but he's doing
so like Bendis these days. After we destroyed my favorite Superman, not really.
What about Ed Brubaker?
I think he can pull it off.
He had a very good run for Captain America. I can see him do it.
Two way I think that I would really love to take over and put as well. One is when Tom DeFalco, who Spider-Man, my favorite kid ever.
He wrote the book back in the 90s.
Yes, and it's still a great book.
No, he left.
P.A. Tomasi, my favorite writer ever in DC period. Writing with Spider-Man. If you can do that, you do Superman. You can do it with Spidey.
One writer I could possibly do more stuff with Spider-Man, but I don't know if he wants to dedicate full time doing ongoing. J.N. DeMatteis.
That would be cool.
I mean, he did one of the most popular Spider-Man stories of all time, Kraven's Last Hunt.
Yep, and he was secret of Kraven's Last Hunt, the Last Hunt, which is a great story.
I did ask him about how did Stan Lee feel about the story because technically he did kill off a character that Stan Lee created.
Yeah,
and apparently Stan Lee had no problem with the story. He actually loved it. It's according to him. He wrote the foreword for Kraven's Last Hunt. So
I respect that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I had to ask that because he created them. So of course Lee basically had pity because he created Kraven the Hunter.
Yep. One final one I think we're to go over is PKJ. If I can't get Tomasi, PKJ is my close second writer I would like to trust. He wrote Warlord. One of my first remember stories ever.
The only books I can think of worked at Marvel recently was he did Hulk. Alien. Yeah, he's doing Hulk right now. I can see him do 2. He's not doing action comic. I don't think he's doing any DC books right now.
No, that's not true. He's doing the Green Lantern book.
Yeah, Green Lantern. But if you think about it, he's the only writer who's doing books with Marvel and DC right now.
Yeah.
I
would Hickman take over. He's been over Spider-Man. By the way, over Spider-Man. That book is killing it right now. If you want a good Spider-Man book that's not horrible or trying to add all your bullshit, read Ultimate. I highly recommend and check it out.
Yes.
Hang on.
What about Rick Remender?
I mean, what did you wrote recently?
I think you wrote Black Science for Image.
Find it.
Rick Remender might be an interesting choice. But he hasn't anything in Marvel since I think the last book he wrote for Marvel that I could think of was he wrote Captain America.
Yep.
It was Hail Hydra for Secret War. That was the book he worked on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see Colin Kelly Jackson Loring doing the book because I don't think their style would work with Spider-Man.
No, they won't.
They had a pretty decent
with
Guardians of the Galaxy, but it wasn't like let's say as big as it should be. Yeah. I thought the book was really weird. Did you think the book was weird under them?
I didn't read Guardians of the Galaxy, so I don't know what happened in that book.
Al Ewing might be a good choice.
Yep. Hickman, I would like to take over, but as I said one more time, always by me. This book, fantastic. Mm-hmm. This made me so happy.
Maybe Hickman
more without that wall. This book is killing ASF.
Yes, if you wrote Amazing Spider-Man, one thing I would love for him to do is include elements from his book Shield.
Well, not that all the Secret Wars were pretty cool.
Yeah, especially since he was practically the only person who wrote a crossover that Spider-Man featured who actually had a role in the story.
Yep.
Because think about it, crossover since then he has done jack frickin' squat.
Yeah,
Civil War 2, Secret Empire.
100 right now, doing nothing.
The story Empire, he didn't do anything in that book at all.
Secret Empire did nothing. Secret Invasion did nothing.
He was there somewhat.
Yeah, but he did jack and shit.
But I'm like, since
Um,
Secret Wars happened, it's like I don't know if there's an edict that says Starman cannot get involved with the main stories.
but my boy, he can be involved in the story. He's being a vampire. What?
Yeah, I thought it was really weird. Also
Yes.
making Doctor Strange.
It is so stupid.
Yeah. Trying to think who else.
Oh yeah, by the way, that Status Quo my me vampire. Yeah, that's
here's
sticking
one.
out the butt end.
If he can come back, Donnie Coates.
Darn kids.
Yes, I love his run for Venom. It was
Same.
absolutely amazing. I love his run for Venom. He did a good run for Doctor Strange. He had an amazing run for Guardians of the Galaxy. I could see him doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's plenty of choices. If anybody's watching this, please let us know in the comments. Of who you could possibly take over for Zeb Wells. All right.
Yeah, because let's face facts. Everyone tried to destroy this book. Not just him. Antonio fucked this book up. And on the one guy we need to get rid of, Nick Lowe. He needs to leave. Because that motherfucker is reading my in the shit show.
Yes.
I'm not going to blame Zeb. Believe me.
Here's the weird thing.
Backstory.
Tevye, about this book. I don't think this book has ever had a female writer on it.
I think I think you're right.
I mean, aside from maybe Gail Simone, who could possibly read this book?
I got nothing.
How about Kelly Thompson?
Did she write this book? I don't remember.
No, she wrote some issues of Avenging Spider-Man when it featured. Actually, that was Kelly Sue Hanukkah did that one, but I was just her because she had an amazing with Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah. Now I remember. I think I found it. Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, that was Kelly Sue Hanukkah did that one. I don't think she's doing anything right now. I've not heard anything. Last book I heard she was on was Aquaman.
What? Interesting. Yeah, and this book also was Superior Spider-Man nonsense. It did not help. That wasn't her fault. That was more dance like nonsense.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, and I remember correctly, Punisher had no problem with the Superior Spider-Man at all.
yeah, but Daredevil did. But no one figured out it was Doc Ock in Spider-Man's body.
You know, the first person found out about this was and then I'm like,
Harley
really?
Cooper.
No, the first one found out was Spider-Man 2099.
Ow.
He is first person knows the fact something was wrong. I'm like, May can figure it out. Like,
Mary
why
Jane
the heck
could be
does
his
Spotlight-
wife?
Yeah, Mary Jane cannot possibly tell. I think she suspected, but she wasn't catching on.
It's so stupid.
Anna Marie, I could see her not catching because she didn't know Spider-Man prior to her showing up in Spirit Spider-Man at all. I can see her not knowing if it's Peter or not. Like, I appreciate the fact
he banged her. Doc Ock. Oh my, that's disgusting. More thing like.
Oh yeah, and here's something really weird. Like, it takes Iron Man of all the Avengers to know something about Spider-Man.
Yep, I remember that.
Like, okay, so Dan Slott made Captain America, the Black Widow, Hawkeye, whoever was part of his life, except of Iron Man, as complete idiots.
And no one can figure it out. And by the way, the spy, for God's sake, she didn't figure it out.
It takes Iron Man, a character who Slott will later write. He's the one who notices because he's had this whole problem. Who has whole head problems.
Yep.
Oh, speaking of head problems, the guy who wrote his head problem story, Matt Fraction.
Maybe you can pull it off. Maybe I don't know.
Like, I'm trying to think. Like, I keep joking. Like, he left Marvel to do Sex Criminals.
Oh yeah, you did with that book. I didn't read that book, to tell you the truth.
I haven't read it, but that is my common joke that he left Marvel to do Sex Criminals. I think it was Arneski. I thought that was so funny. I've never spoken to Matt Fraction about it at all, so I don't know how he feels about that. But we took
Spy Boy turns to British Spider-Man now. Because screw it. Let's make Dog Ock's body, let's make Dog Ock's mind turn into a little kid.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what am I saying?
There were some things I do like about Zeb Wells' run. Like, I love the stuff with Dr. Octopus he does with the run.
I did not. I thought it's stupid. Like, what?
I thought it was quite funny where they had Dr. Octopus abandon his original arm he's had since Amazing Spider-Man number 3 back in the 60s, and then he gets hooked up with Spider-Man because he gets new arms. And
Yeah,
as soon as the story wraps up, it's like Zebul's completely forgets these arms exist anymore.
and then they put me in the origin story with the Spider-Goblin shit.
Yeah,
I
where like the
hate
arms
this.
like Spider-Man, so it becomes Spider Octopus. I'm like, when I saw it, I'm like, did Zeb Wells do a nod to the Spider-Man TV show from the 90s?
I think so, yeah.
I thought that was funny, with the exception of the goggles, remind me of that.
Yeah.
But one thing I love about the last Doctor Octopus story, Amazing Spider-Man, it's not drawn by John Romita Jr. It's Ed McGuinness.
He's a good artist, but the stories don't crap. Yeah.
Because there's no denying, out of this entire run for Zeb Wells, his worst story arc is Dead Language.
No, okay, yeah, that's one worst story, but the worst story is Wreck Rap. I hate this character. Why does he exist? This character's not funny. Like, oh, I'm a demon who
I think this is a character. I think this is a character. I don't think Zeb Wells created this one because I remember seeing him in the Clone Saga.
No. That's Spider Side. That's not that demon character.
Actually, wait, he was introduced in
in
Spider-Man
Dark
Ben
Web.
Reilly. Spider-Man Ben Reilly, he was introduced there.
Yes, yeah, true. But
Yeah,
Wreck Rap is another character in
he's
Dark Web.
he's a Jamie Diaz character.
Yes, but hear me. Wreck Rap is another character from Dark Web. That's a crossover event.
But I think he started up in Ben Reilly first.
Yes, that's Spider Side. Spider Side is a different character altogether. Not. He's not Wreck Rap. Hang on. What's what we're talking about? What the?
I never see him there because they're both about the same size.
Found him. Yeah, it this guy you're referring to. That's Spider Side.
No, I mean in the Ben Reilly book, I think was because he looks like we're the same costume.
Yeah, I think that's the appearance. I don't remember.
If I remember correctly, he died in Clone Saga.
Yeah, he died in Maximum Carnage.
And I'm glad he never came back.
Yeah, you're not back. Like, honestly, I hate to say it. And when I hate Chasm, let's spice out Chasm. That's a far better idea than it was. Oh, we've been better off over here with that villain. Why? Like,
I think it was in like a recent book I read where part of the gang will pop out like, Peter, try to petition Madeline Pryor to release Ben, but she said no.
Why?
I don't know why. Yeah, did you know she's got embassy in New York now in the books?
But that got destroyed in. I forget how anymore.
It wasn't Gang War because I remember seeing destroyed there.
Maybe it's one of the fallbacks. I don't remember. Or what Dark X-Men. Dark X-Men wasn't another bad book. It went nowhere.
Yeah, the Fall of X stuff. I think, in my ass opinion, like if you read the X book by Gary Duggan, it's probably the best thing he's done with this book. Because the book is a lot better. Because if you read the book from issue 1 to like this book, it's like up and down the whole book. It's like okay or not as good, not terrible. And you get this like, wow, what the heck was this?
I have no idea. Like the fact that they bring this actual record back makes no sense. Why? Why bring the terrible character? I don't get it. What the joke? It's really funny? I'm not laughing. It's stupid.
I don't know.
Sucks.
You want to think it's kind of weird? Where the heck is Kane?
Good question. I went about that as well because you think Kane's over the hell with Spider-Goblin. But no, Kane's the jack and shit.
Last I saw him, he got somehow he died between Spider-Guy Den and Under Spider-Verse, and he got revived in Spider-Verse. You thought that was kind of weird? That somehow he died between storylines and then he just gets resurrected. Like I get Peter, Spider-Man, but Kane? When did he die? And he gets revived.
Yeah,
like
no sense.
Did we miss something?
Yeah, I never get this book, Chasm Curse of Kane. Oh joy! Let's have Chasm and Kane team up in a book that's not gonna be garbage. We are so screwed.
Yeah, have you noticed though in the last couple of years, Marvel is obsessed with symbiote crossovers.
Yep, Venom Ward's coming out real soon. That's another event I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I get that people like Venom. Fine. But why the obsession? I think like the current crossover right now, I haven't read it yet. Is a
I
crossover
haven't read Venom War
I think it's
either.
like between Venom and Carnage.
Yep. I'm not looking
And do
forward to
you
this thing.
agree that with this? And remember the end of Absolute Carnage when Eddie Brock killed Cleus Cassidy? I'm like, that made total sense for him to do.
Yeah, I was fine with that because he should have been dead decades ago at this point.
Well, that and also because I think it's more acceptable for Eddie Brock to kill than Peter Parker.
Or Sentry.
Yeah.
Sentry split him in half.
Sentry's dead.
Yeah, he died in King of Black, but now we have a new Sentry.
Because
Sentry died.
Because he tried to repeat what he did in New Avengers number 2 to the current King of Black, but it didn't work.
Yep, it failed.
And he killed Sentry, and like, here's the weird thing. No one has brought this character back.
Nope. As I said before, we have a new Sentry now. Who's in a wheelchair.
Actually, if I
not
remember
sure
correctly, he was brought back as a zombie in King of Black Thunderbolts.
Why? If the guy's dead.
Yeah, he's a zombie. But then, like, as soon as the miniseries wraps up, he's never seen again.
Yeah, and as I said, we got a new Sentry now. This chick.
Yeah.
Which,
You know, the last
Fine,
Sentry book
whatever.
before this book came out was written by Jeff Lemire.
mm-hmm,
It's spun out of Doctor Strange.
mm-hmm. I remember.
Because he was brought back in Doctor Strange fully, because I think he was still like because prior to, I think I remember seeing him, he was brought back in Rick Remender's Uncanny Avengers book as a Horseman of Death, and then he was never seen again to that very book where he's been cured somehow.
Kind of, sort of. It's weird.
Yeah, it's also kind of thing with Banshee.
Yeah.
He was brought back a Horseman of Death, and then like, oh, we see him like at the Avengers Mansion where he's supposed to get cured. And then, like, no one sees him again until the current stuff where he's normal again.
It's stupid. It makes no sense.
Did Beast cure him? Who knows?
I don't know. There's no answer.
Yeah. And
But
did you read X-Men 700?
I did read that book. I didn't review it on my channel because I got so done with fall back to this
Okay,
book.
so what I remember from it is that Xavier has removed himself from the main X-Men books.
Yep, because all the terrible shit he did with Moira. Even though Moira, when he got this map, instead of saying the timeline was I thought you having, because nope, we're gonna keep
Which I kind of suspect that because have you noticed though for the current books coming out, he's not featured in any books at all.
No, he's in prison.
Well, he disappeared, but
Yeah.
like because he's not in any X-Men lineup, not in any of the books, so you could say this is kind of spoiled because it's not featured in any book. So you have all these writers coming together. You had Gary Duggan, Gail Simone, Jen McKay. Yeah, Jen McKay is doing an X-Men book now. And whoever's writing their X-Men book did King 700, which I was surprised they acknowledged this as 700. Were you? I'm trying to think. What was the last known 700 that came out? Because it's been a while since we had one.
I would cut Spider-Girl, but she has her own issue. Maybe Spider-Man, maybe?
Thor. Thor had one.
Oh.
Thor and Hulk were the last two to have 700.
Yeah.
The Hulk.
Action Comic issue 1000.
Yeah, but for Marvel, I think the last two books was Thor and Incredible Hulk. Though Incredible Hulk, for some reason, they acknowledged one of the other issues for Totally Awesome Hulk as each 700 because when we really returned to September for Marvel Legacy, it was like issue 714, I think it was.
Yeah.
So they acknowledged it in Marvel Legacy numbering that one of the Totally Awesome Hulk issues is issue 700, even though it wasn't double sized.
Yeah, it meant nothing. It went nowhere.
Yeah, but those two are the last two I can think of. Iron Man's never had 700.
But that's confusing. You think them all were giving about the character, but no, they don't care about continuity because they don't.
Well, here's the thing. Iron Man did have 600 published back in 2017, so you can see like how many published since then that his book along with Daredevil, get issues come off of them, it has not reached that issue yet.
Yeah, not yet anyway.
Because I think that Daredevil in the last 6 years, I think he's released about 60 issues since then because you had 36 issues of Zardesky's volume. You have 14 issues of relaunch, and you have the current book.
Yep.
So you have roughly about 60 issues. Iron Man has had
He had
several
699. That was the last issue.
that came out.
I think
I don't think
so.
so. I think it was close to 650 was last I remember. But
Yeah.
there's no denying since Ben this I would say probably the best run is the run that came out the Slots run.
Yeah, the Gary Duggan one.
Now, the Gary Duggan's curve, but before that,
Yeah.
the one that featured the Alex Ross covers,
Found
where he
it.
fought Kang,
Oh, it wasn't Kang. It was
Michael Korvac.
Korvac.
Yeah, I was surprised about the character back. Were you?
I was surprised too because Korvac went to Canada. I don't know the character. I only know the character on
Yeah,
EMH.
yeah. This is Gary Duggan's run. I'm talking about the previous run. That would be, I think it's volume 6. I think it is. It came out in 2018. I think it was. There it is.
Here it is.
Yeah, that's it. I
Yep.
love the cover of this run. I pointed this out to somebody that it seems as though Alex Ross is that cover almost every single major Marvel book published in the last 10 years.
Yeah, he did. He did a cover with Dan Trust, Spider-Man Bill, which is
Like currently he's doing Fantastic Four, anything Four.
Yep.
I'm thinking like the only books he has done before yet. He has not done any excellent books. Actually, I think he did. Trying to think. I don't think he did an excellent book recently, did he?
No, he didn't. If he did, I wouldn't know about it because I would know it all work.
Because he's doing another book. He's doing Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, the cover's Doctor Strange. That's him.
Interesting.
Yeah. I love Doctor Strange book that Jim McKay puts out. That's Alex Ross's cover right there.
Yep, I found it.
Yeah. If anybody chance to read this book is absolutely amazing. Like, wow. It is so freaking good. What?
It said $50. Really?
It's probably the issue itself, but the I had shown the first couple of trades for this book. But my God, this book is so good because it shows the fact Jim McKay knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's
maybe Jim McKay goes Spider-Man, but the question is though, even if we get a good writer, if we get a what with editorial, we can remember, even if we have a writer, editorial can still fuck this book over for ASM, and that's what worries me
because it's the only
no
book right now
writer
Marvel that gets
ever
screwed
want
over.
that pressure.
Yes. But we should move on to a different topic because we talked about this topic for a little while.
Yeah, but anyway, my final point is Devil's Run a Hole. Yeah, final point on this Terror book. I'm glad it's ending on. Oh, yeah, yes, yeah. I'm glad the book is ending. I'm glad we're done with this nightmare. We're done with this shit show. We're gonna end this shit show after whatsoever.
And also,
After I don't want to take over.
This is for Marvel. Do not ever bring back John Romita Jr. and do this book ever again.
Yeah, that's one. But often, and another thing, Marvel, oh God, stop writing bad Spider-Man story. Let Hickman take over the main book, and you'll be happy. But Timmy, Marvel, I don't give a damn. Just do it. We'll run out of options. This book is failure. This book is a failure. It needs to get a reset button, or say, I don't know, let me run to be married to daughter. Or do the whole Victor story replying a year
Prior
ago.
to this announcement, people have been begging Zeb Wells, get off this book.
Yeah.
And now he is.
Yep.
It took 2 years.
It
took 2 years ago. Right? And it's supposed to have almost 60 issues by now.
Huh.
That's because it comes out twice a month. That's why.
That makes sense.
All right, next big topic. The piece of crap mess that is now the Blade movie.
Oh yeah, that movie. I was so fun Spider-Man. I forgot to Blade movie the thing.
Yeah, Blade. Like, I think that the guy who was not who played Cotton Mather on the Luke Cage book series, which I haven't seen yet.
It was a good series.
Yeah. I think it's been almost 10 years since the movie was announced.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what progress has happened? Let's see. We had a leaked script that made it sound like a ripoff of Underworld.
Yep.
We've had 3 directors leave. And I've heard recently...
And apparently the main plot is going to be with Blade's daughter, Bloodline. You gotta be kidding me. No. What Bloodline? Why?
Yeah, here's the story I heard. That okay, we're gonna bring in Blade's daughter, have her kill Blade, and get bit and get in contact with a werewolf and become like a hybrid. And I
You got
heard
me.
that
That's stupid. That's crap. What?
it's a
fuck
ripoff.
are they
It's a
doing?
ripoff of Underworld. It's literally a ripoff of Underworld.
Except that Underworld Suing didn't die in that movie.
I haven't seen all the Underworld movies. I've only seen the first two, but
I've seen video all 5.
yeah. And I heard the last
1,
movie didn't do
2,
too
3.
well
Okay.
because
4, 5, 4.
I think it wasn't advertised very well. The last one that came out.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't really that good. It was very bad.
I haven't seen all of them yet, but I do like the premise. Like the
You can skip 4 and 5 because you're not missing much. It's so disappointing.
3 is a prequel from what I heard.
No, 3 is good. I'm talking 4 and 5.
Yeah, because I heard like after they have the war with the werewolves, they fight humans.
And not really. In 4 is a little bit where the werewolves are still under control. Why?
Yeah,
Because there's no reason they don't. It's so stupid.
yeah,
5,
And-
they luck on that, but it's too late.
yeah. Recently, I heard, I never heard about this, Tibia, that the actor who's cast to play Blade is threatening to quit.
I don't blame him because finally this movie not going nowhere. So screw it. Why not just leave?
Because it seems like that Marvel Entertainment, Marvel Studios, has no idea what to do with this property.
But it's not that hard. It's easy. Like for God's sake, Marvel. It's
Oh,
simple.
Tibia,
Right,
did you
fight
hear
vampires.
the
That's
reported
it.
budget for this movie? And I'm like, okay, that's fine. 80 million.
Really? That's a small budget.
I
Wait,
mean,
that's a small budget.
it's a horror. He's a horror-based character. At least
Yeah.
it's not.
$200 million.
No, it's not the budget they reported for Gambit. Remember hear about that?
I blocked up my number because I didn't give.
I think it was like 150 million. I'm like, really for a Gambit movie?
That's too high.
Yes,
I like
that's
Gambit,
a Fox
but
budget
Gambit
for.
didn't need it on
Like it
solo
was a movie that nobody wanted.
Yeah, I want out. I love Gambit. They're going to be my favorite X-Men.
Yeah, but
I don't want
Blade,
to be
like,
him.
okay, what's the guy that does his cast? Let's see. I heard he did voiceover in Eternals, and that's it.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, so how hard is it to make a movie about vampires?
It's not. It's easy. It's simple. Like we got no Nosferatu movie coming out. Which here's the thing about that. I know what I told, but I have a feeling this Blood Hunt event was all made because of the movie. Like, oh, let's make Blade a billion in the story. Why?
Yeah, and here's
Yeah,
the
the
weird thing.
movie- the
They
movie
axed
was
the
good.
Blade book after 10 issues for this event.
But it's crap.
Or,
This event sucks.
I don't think they said it was ending. I think it just maybe going hiatus.
I think it's coming back this year. I don't know. They did also news that came out yet.
Yeah.
But
I thought
it's
it was
gonna
also
pick
really
out the
weird
Blood
that
Hunt.
Steve Orlando, he ended his Scarlet Witch, which was really good, by the way. They ended it for the miniseries Quicksilver Scarlet Witch because 6 years of Quicksilver Scarlet Witch, and then as soon as the miniseries wraps up, like, oh, which Scarlet Witch is going to slow book in? But it's getting restarted.
Why?
Number one.
Found it. Yeah, it's a new Blade series and Blood New Dawn.
I think it's a miniseries.
It's still being written by Brian Everett Hill. He's still playing it.
Good. Because I think that the Blood Hunt is written by Jen McKay.
Yep. And here's the thing about it.
Which is
Apparently,
weird.
it's a
We find it kind of weird that we have a story featuring vampires and it's written by Jen McKay, not Brian Edward Hill.
yeah, that makes no sense. Like, why? Whatever.
And what is up with Blood? I have not read the rest of Blood Hunt, so
I dropped
what would you
100
like,
like a block. Because
like I don't know what nobody's watching right now, but come on, like, please don't spoil it because I haven't finished reading it. So, but what like okay, so I'm glad in the most recent book Blade is wearing the Wesley Snipes look again
I'm glad too.
because it's a good look. I was not a fan. You remember Cursed Mutants where they feature vampires and X versus vampires?
Yeah, why?
Because Blade where his sticky fingers look.
That's stupid. What?
And then here's weird. Okay, so then he helps in Defenders by Bendis, and he's back wearing a Wesley Snipes look.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know that famous coat that he wears?
Mm-hmm.
That was Wolverine's coat.
Oh, that makes
He
sense.
gave it to him in Mark Guggenheim's Blade book.
Oh,
Which, if you ever has read this book, the book is amazing.
yeah. Yeah, according to Auto Hype from Marvel themselves, and they say that, quote, But yeah, blame dead vampire in the Marvel universe, blah blah blah. Stay so but with about in command. But after the Halloween event, a blood hunt. Yeah, he right here. Well, 11 one more infinite vampire. The end of the vampire within Blade survived. The end of the man final year skin sound dawn the Blade seller. So apparently figure out after blood hunt, after he was a villain. Why?
Which Tibia, this is not the first time that Marvel became a villain.
Wait, what was the first time? I'm confused. Maybe you just screenshot this information, but I don't know about this.
Midnight Massacre. In
I
the
don't read
90s.
that book.
It was across between Midnight Suns books.
Oh. Was it good or was it bad?
It was good.
Did
Yeah,
in the 90s, right?
Yeah, 90s.
Yeah. So did you at the second time you became a villain?
Yeah.
Figures. I don't get what most stupid idea of making Hillary the villains. Oh, what turns Captain America the villain to Captain Hydra? What turns Spider-Man the wait, that would be shit. No, we're Spider-Goblin. Why? Because it's fun! Get it? What turns Spider-Man the villain? Why? Because reasons. What? Stop turning your hair with the villains! I'm so sick of this stupid repetitive bullshit. Ugh, it's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, here's the classic Nexus from the 90s. This is not the one the covers for. Let's see if we can find it here. I think it was. Let's try this here.
Nightshade?
Let's
Oh,
see.
Night Stalker. Oh yeah, Night Stalkers.
Yeah.
What? Wait,
So-
what? Yeah. Why had nothing to do with this? Either studio
He-
not
He was a guest star in the book.
Yeah.
Because it was a crossover between the books. Yeah, this
Yeah,
actually is
Blade-
not. It's that was from the final issue. That was basically them versus a Hydra like robot in the final issue of the book.
That makes sense.
Yeah, in this event here, Midnight Massacre, he was made to a creature known as Daywalker, and by the end of the story, he basically became normal. And
Yeah.
then not long after this event happened, we had they had in the books Road to Vengeance, and then Siege of Darkness,
I don't know
which
what that
involved
is.
like all of the books at the time, Midnight Suns, which featured Blade didn't have an
Blade.
ongoing series. It was Night Stalkers, Darkhold, which the original article was written by Jerry Duggan. It was Jerry Conway. He read the book with somebody else.
That's cool.
Doctor Strange,
That makes sense.
Marcon Presents, Ghost Rider, Spirit's Vengeance, a whole lot of books. It was a like 20-part story. They concluded in Midnight Suns Unlimited number 4.
What?
It's a crazy story.
That's
And-
overkill.
Yeah.
That was overkill. Even though
Yeah, and the main villain of the story was Lilith, the mother of all demons, and Zorthos. You know, the creature that makes Johnny Blaze into Ghost Rider. He's a separate demon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and then
know Liv. I know her from the Midnight Sun game.
But here's the weird thing. Not long after this wrapped up, Howard Mankey, who was writing Ghost Rider at that point, he left book issue 69.
I don't blame him, but after doing with that type of crossover, yeah, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm out.
If you one thing you should probably too, if you ever read his run for Ghost Rider is amazing. Like there's an issue where he fights Hobgoblin
Oh, that's cool.
and has teamed with Spider-Man and Moon Knight.
Oh, cool. Hey,
He does a crossover with Doctor Strange.
nice.
Yes, and get this. He also, just before Midnight Sun started, he had a crossover with the X-Men where the story is like this. So he goes to New Orleans, team with the X-Men, take out the freaking Brood.
Nice.
And here's the thing. He is one of 2 people to survive a infection with the Brood. The other is Wolverine.
Well, that makes sense. Because he goes to after he didn't have a human back, but he made a hellfire.
Yeah, but Howard Mankey, it's like whatever book he writes, it's like it's pure awesome at its finest. Heck,
Yeah.
he even came back to the character to do Ghost Rider Dan Ketch, a miniseries, not the previous Dan Ketch miniseries. That was somebody else. The one came recently.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It took place during the run. Like like the girl he has thing for Stacy. She does not know he is that Dan. She does not know Dan Ketch is Ghost Rider. And as
Mm-hmm.
far as I can tell, she found it. And get this, child friend in love with her, and she's married.
Good for him.
No, he's not married to her. He's married to somebody else.
Ow, never mind.
Yeah. And
But
there's
anyway,
another
anyway,
basically like Marvel for some reason does not want to collect books in this area. The only books I can think of were collect with some Ghost Rider stuff, but that's it.
yeah. But anyway, as for this could be a movie, no, bad idea.
Bloodline, like, okay, what's
She's
her
not interesting.
what's her
She's
time in
boring.
comics? Let's see. A one shot, which is Crypt of Shadows, her own miniseries, guest appearance in Miles Morales book, and
And now
That's
the
it.
leader in Blood Hunt.
yeah, that's pretty much it. She's not done very much.
Yeah, she's done jacking shit.
I have no problem with Blade having a daughter. That's fine. I have no issue with that at all.
Same.
I'm all for having superheroes having children.
Obviously, now you from many part of Spider-Girl. You got that, well, and Bagato John Grant with the Wolverine.
Like, here are the current character Marvel Comics who reported to have children. Reed Richards, Susan Storm, Black Belt Medusa. They have a
Yep.
son. Crystal and Quicksilver. Luna.
Wolverine and his daughter with Laura. Okay, extra
Yeah.
3.
I'm trying to think who else. There is also Spider Woman. She's got a son.
Who now
Yep.
a villain now.
Yes. There's Luke Cage, Jessica Jones who has Danielle.
Yep.
Which here's a strange fun fact. Like after Jessica had her baby, Jessica Jones, 10 years later we had Jessica Drew have a baby.
Yep.
I think she's the last known one to have a child. I mean, Bree Lee was a teenager when she met her father, so she was like not like a baby when she first introduced.
Yeah, sure. I forgot she was a Captain America in her Golden feature.
Yep. That was Al Ewing who did that.
Yeah,
Which
and
he did follow up with
not-
that
not
in
A-Force,
of U.S.
so-
Avengers. He did follow up with that there.
yeah, U.S. Avengers, you're right about that. Yeah.
And here's the weird thing: she never had with her father in present day, or her.
That's a
Austin
missed
mom.
opportunity. What the heck? You bring you and me your past self.
Do you remember when they had Jessica Jones guest star in Miles's book with Luke Cage, where Miles has got a lot of
You mean
respect for
the Bendis book?
yeah, where he's got like a lot of respect for Luke Cage, and apparently, Miles's father is a big fan of Luke Cage.
Yeah, and also another confused about the book. But, I remember the first Civil War. No, you don't. You went in this first Civil War, lad. That makes no sense. Bendis retcon my history and not tell a book. It made no sense.
And that scene ended where Luke Cage asked his wife what you want to make out.
Yeah,
Like-
that's funny.
Yes. And then that last issue, which was so interesting, they did kind of follow up with it. Like, as far as I can tell, I'm like, why hasn't Bendis wrote this character in any of his books? He featured freaking Cable in the
And
book.
Blade.
Yeah, and Blade too. I'm like, as far as I can tell, he's never read these characters before. And then he
Yeah.
features them, and then like not only Rhapsody runs up, he leaves.
Yeah, you read them and then they go nowhere. Like, Cable goes around to X-Force. No, he didn't. That never went nowhere. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
This book
Magical.
sucked. But Batman Monologue book broke me because it was so bad. And he destroyed Superman Mother character. Like, oh, God, this book is horrible. What was the point of this book again? I don't get it. Whatever. And a gun.
Okay. Sorry about that, Sylvia.
Okay.
I just can't help it. Oh, I just have another characters who have kids. Tigra.
Yep.
Hank Pym with Nydia.
Yep.
Trying to think. Hulk.
Oh
Hulk. Hulk's
yeah,
got 2 kids.
Scar.
Hulk's got 2 kids, a son and a daughter.
Oh yeah, but I completely forgot with the daughter. I know the son Scar, but that's about it.
Yeah, his daughter is her mother is Thundera.
Yeah, that's weird.
Which how the she was conceived was weird. Like, oh, she kissed the
It was
Hulk,
confusing.
like took
a
a saliva, and that somehow impregnated her. Like, that's not how that freaking
That's
works.
not how that works.
And do not get me started with the whole thing with Mystique and Destiny, that awful X-Men Origins Blue one shot. That was stupid.
Speaking of Mistaken Destiny, they're married now.
That's fine. I have no problem with that. That's perfectly fine.
Even though they don't want to call it the fall from the very beginning. Those assholes like, oh, we should be happy to be married. No! Those scumbags should be in prison because they got a lot of death. You want them to.
Personally, I don't have a problem with them these two getting married. Yes, Mystique and all the characters had kids. I mean, well, we do know her children. Great and Creed, Nightcrawler, and Rogue.
But Rogue's adopted, so whatever.
Yes, and I think in the case of that one shot, I don't count it as canon.
Chris Claremont did good write issue 700 a backup story with Mystique and Destiny and Nightcrawler and Rogue, and I think the story was good. Yes, there was extra bullshit. There was extra one shot nonsense.
Yes,
but
I'm hoping that Marvel
better.
Sees that the one shot was terrible and just says never happened. I buy more Azazel being Nightcrawler's father than Destiny.
But Azazel was Chuck Austin Electron and also bad.
Yeah, but that made more sense because Nightcrawler looks like a freaking demon. He has the demonic appearance, so of course he gets that from his father. I mean, Mystique doesn't have a tail.
True. Now to Destiny.
Yeah, now there's Destiny. So I buy more Azazel being Nightcrawler's father than Destiny.
But technically, this is a Chris Claremont idea decades ago.
Yeah, but the thing is, Mystique shaped him into a man for this to be done, not the way they did in the book.
Yeah, it was weird. It made no sense.
Yes, and I'm really hoping Marvel, or at least somebody who writes Nightcrawler again, just says that story that Mystique told was just a story, was a lie. It was fiction.
Well, it wouldn't shock me. Because, as I said before, Mystique is jerk.
Yes, the fact that she wants to basically make people, she wants to acknowledge the fact that Nightcrawler's her son because she's a terrible mom.
Yep.
But apparently, the only child she cares about is Rogue.
Yep.
Which apparently she had no problem her marrying Gambit. Which I'm glad.
Yeah, sure, whatever. That's fine.
When the Krakoa stuff happened, they kept that there. I'm glad they did.
I'm glad they kept that intact. The one thing that I like extra they go on Wolverine. Which, for the record, the reason extra was coming out NYX worries me a lot because I'm not a huge fan of that title.
Why? You read the last issue of Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, where they kind of somehow were saying, "Oh, father," like claiming to be his father, like where Magneto claimed to be the father of Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, even though he actually is. I think the retcon was stupid.
The retcon's garbage in the beginning.
Yes. I'm glad Steve Allen recognizes the fact that the retcon was stupid and tries to find a way to bring it back into canon. I was surprised to bring this book back.
Why? I don't get it. Why bring this terrible book back?
Yeah, this is the book that brought in lore into comics, extending a prostitute.
But no one like myself included. It's going to be Colin Kelly and Jackson Landy.
Yeah,
that's not good. That's very bad.
I think the lineup is interesting. They have for the book, they have Laura, who is Wolverine, Miss Marvel, Null. I think that's what I said for Cuckoo's there. And I don't recognize the guy next to a Null.
Oh, the green guy?
No, next to a Null.
Oh, him?
Yeah.
Oh, I know who that was.
Yeah. But I can easily tell that is Laura, Wolverine.
Wolverine. But here's the weird thing about this. It's not only Laura. she died in the Forex nonsense. The
Well,
other lore.
she died recently in the Gary Duggan book.
It
And
was
then
confusing because wait,
she was
so
kept alive
real
and
lore
not
died.
dead. Look, I had no problem with her basically being in a relationship with Snitch. It's fine.
You have a sink.
As far as I can tell, age-wise, doesn't really matter. Because Snitch was introduced back in the early 90s. Laura
Yeah, I'm
debuted
fine
in the
with
early 2000s. And I think it's one relationship Laura has that didn't feel icky. It made total sense. One relationship I kind
It's
of
not
thought
the
the
Iceman relationship.
Yeah. The only relationship I kind of thought this should have gone somewhere but didn't. Her and Jillian Heller. Helion.
That didn't go in well.
It's like they finally kissed and they're like, nope, don't have feelings for you anymore. After a freaking kiss? That was stupid.
It was stupid.
Yeah, and then what did he done since then?
Nothing.
Let's see. He tried to do something in the first issue of Kenny Avengers and nothing.
Yep. Oh yeah,
After-
speaking of Kenny Avenger, I completely forgot about that. That thing remind me. It's remember at the Avenue in this book, we got I'm not a fan, not fan, an infamous character. Yes.
Yeah, this is the
Yes,
book
yes.
that brought in. Oh yeah, yes, several
Captain Hydra.
Except he's Flag Smasher now.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, they haven't. Wait, why?
Now here's the thing: the guy
Why
died.
bring this character back? I don't
So
get it.
apparently he was brought back via some Krakoa stuff for reasons unexplained. Why they brought this character back? Because he should be freaking dead.
He died when the Serene, the vampire lady.
Yeah, he got killed during Ty Narcotis' run for Captain America.
But good, the character horrible. After character.
Which anybody can agree, keeping him around the Second Empire was a dumb idea.
It was dumb.
And I'm not sure why Deadpool couldn't have him kill him.
Why can't Double just shoot him in the head and this shit show? See with Paul, he'd go way below IQ and he would die too.
Oh yeah, here's the weird thing. Since this book wrapped up, I don't think he's featured since then. He's not in Captain America.
He's not in any of the X-Men books.
So what was the point of this?
I have no idea.
Yeah, and then we have What's the Fish show up. I think this is a book that revealed next book that he was the White King. And apparently he was on Krakoa at the time. And points to the fact that this, because Captain Krakoa thing, this is something Gary Duggan created in his X book where it was Cyclops.
Yeah, it's that guy in disguise. Yeah.
Yeah, but he points out that the one who attacked DC was not Cyclops.
Nope. It was Captain Hydra.
Yep.
And somehow he survived, and now the line enough flashbacks are out. Thinking someone my mom wants to keep the cat around because we can't have nice things.
And here's the weird thing.
What's
Last Comic-Con I went to, Tibia,
on your list?
I met somebody who actually says they actually liked Secret Empire.
Yeah. I know that too.
I'm like,
Many comes.
yeah, like Secret Empire is not that good of a story, so how can anybody like this story?
I have no idea. That's fine. It's some people like the story. That's great. Empire Dream.
My biggest problem with Secret Empire is like a Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man. Like he didn't show the main book until like issue 9 for like 2 pages.
Yeah, he gets jack and shit. I'm gonna fight Doc Ock, and they don't tie him. It's horrible. Why? Like Doc Ock. Why the fuck me? What?
Oh yeah, and the Resistance, they did nothing.
Yep. My boy.
Like,
nothing.
Basically, have 9% of the time focus on Steve Rogers. Well, Sybil Rogers.
Yep.
And then like, oh, let's bring back the real Captain America and beat him up, and then he solved the jail, and then revealed, oh, Black Widow didn't die. Of course, that's explored in the miniseries.
Yep. And Superior Octopus. What the point of this character? Nothing. He didn't jack and shit. He won't give us all in this Spider-Man book. That was horrible. And, and the only reason why Doc joined Hydra is to get rid of Parker Industry or take Parker Industry back. The Parker Industry gets blown the fuck away, which I mean nothing. Wow. You waited an entire time and nothing.
The Orpheus stuff was weird. Like, okay, let's feature Vulture part of the organization, MODOK. Like, why the heck would Orpheus recruit Vulture?
Yeah, it made no sense.
Or have including 3D Man. a former Avenger part of this group and have him lead the forces to take down Impossible City. You know,
And the
that's,
reason why Vulture is involved in this thing because he wants to fight Nightcrawler. Why? I don't get
yeah.
it. He,
Now,
like,
one thing I at least praise about Jim McKay's run, he's doing something uniquely different in Avengers. He's actually featuring them on an orbital, on a space-based something. Because the Avengers have always been New York City, or in the case of Jason Aaron's run, which I mentioned in a minute, in North Pole. How did you feel about Jason Aaron's run for Avengers? I actually really enjoyed it.
I kind of dropped out a long time ago because I didn't really have an book anymore. I dropped out.
It was really, I thought it was really good.
Like I said, it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with Nimrod. How you been Nimrod and his ending to fallbacks?
Yeah, and also like Carmen Sapinda was kind of like the main villain the whole story, except that she was possessed by Ulta version of herself, and then she got freed, and then like, and for some reason Xavier joined Orpheus.
It was stupid.
Yeah, and then like by the end of this, Orpheus is gone, but yet like, okay, let's have Juggernaut, Barbara, and then we split the X-Men into 3 different teams, several teams actually.
Yep.
One base in Alaska, one base in New Orleans.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, there's one feature. Oh yeah, we're gonna do school stuff. Like, what? You gotta go back to the Salem Center? Nope.
Nope.
You know, in the whole cross stuff, Salem Center, the old Xavier School is featured twice.
Yep.
First issue of Wolverine by Ben Percy, which I'm like, when to get back to Salem Center? Because last I saw it was in Central Park.
Oh yeah, then we have Omega Sentinel and Sinister. That goes nowhere.
Which
It did.
yeah.
I don't know anymore.
Yeah, and the whole thing, him joining Orpheus, that's because it's a Sinister crossover. That's the reason why he joined them.
Well, it's not the real Sinister. It's another Sinister. Or maybe it's Sinister. I don't know anymore. See, did a mess up a killer.
Yeah, this is Karen Gillian's doing with this.
Yeah, it's so confusing. Gee, Trevor, why bring this asshole back?
Yeah, he was part of the organization for some reason.
What? What?
It-
What was this established? I don't remember him appearing in an X-Men book. If this guy was back, why the fuck would not appear in Spider-Man?
Tivia, look
know
at
what
the
would
list
I
of
say?
members they have. Look on the Marlborough site, and you'll see who's listed as part of the members of Orpheus.
Of course.
Because it's like, what? Like, at one point they had Rhino joining the organization. The Rhino.
Yeah, it made no sense. So stupid.
MODOK was weird too. Like, what the heck is
Modok,
MODOK
I
doing?
understand. Modok's an asshole. What he would kill to do this shit. He's a mad scientist. No, he's not mad scientist. He's a creator of an aim.
Oh yeah, and also Henry B. and Garrick was part of the group until he got shoved on an airlock.
Oh. Well, yeah, whatever. I don't give a damn about Kyoto.
Yeah, he got killed off in Final Issue of Sword, Volume 2.
Yeah, good for him. He's gone. I don't want to do it with him anymore.
Oh, you know that
Yeah.
cover for him that you see him there?
Yeah, it's from Mortal Hulk.
Yeah. It might, you know, the way he's drawn, it reminds me of the guy who was from Honey I Shrunk the Kids, the neighbor.
Yep.
That's what he reminds me of.
Yeah, I get it too. I think it's funny.
It's not Christopher Lloyd, it's the other guy. I remember his name. He was also on the show, Doctor.
Yep. Yeah, Omega Sentinel and Nimrod, their defeat was so disappointing. Like, you got
Yeah, and the fact they killed a female scientist working with them for some reason.
Yeah,
Also,
the way they
like-
did it because they all the people asshole, that AI, like, oh, he hates humans, and we're gonna kill our own members in order to put our own.
The whole thing with the Orpheus stuff, it's like prior to recently, in the last couple of years, like throughout a majority of the whole Krakoa stuff, they did nothing.
Yeah, they did jack and shit, and now they're big
still
fight.
like the thing that started off, and then like, oh, let's have Fallbacks do something with these guys.
When the main villain or Moira, the main villain is a villain.
And also,
No,
Digital
you
Kitty
destroyed
Pryde is
Moira.
going back. What I think it was one of the new X books. She's no longer called Kate. She's back being Kitty again.
She is. I know about that.
Yeah, and Marauders, they had her call. She guys said, "Oh,
Yeah,
don't call me
she-
Kitty anymore. Call me
Kate.
Kate."
That one I knew about.
Yeah, and have her kiss a woman. Oh, is this giving direction for her? Not really.
Not really. It went nowhere.
And then Colossus accused her later on of spending more time on Frost than him. And I'm like,
what?
They're not in a relationship.
That's stupid. They never got married. You never get married, but they never got married. They're blown up.
Yeah, and here's the thing. According to Guggenheim, I spoke to him about that it wasn't like he got cold feet. It was something else. I think it was editorial. I think he mentioned that wanted to do something else with the issue 30. It wasn't like a bait and switch. He just felt like doing it.
If you're not
He
finished with the
didn't
me,
talk about
you
much
give
about
it-
the attempted winning of Kitty Pryde and Colossus.
yeah, it went nowhere. It went nothing.
Yeah, and what did Kitty Pryde do after the wedding? Not much at all.
Yep.
And
I hate
apparently
Lola
Duggan
Moya.
has it where it's very heavily implied in the X books that prior to Emma supposedly with Tony, that possibly that she and Kitty Pryde are sleeping together.
Fine, whatever. They're married. So wait. I
Which,
hate this. This broke
Which
me.
doesn't make any sense given the fact that Kitty Pryde and Emma Frost hate each other.
Yeah. By the way, this shit pissed me off
I heard
so
this
much.
was a rumor that she was going to do, where she was going to skin Mary Jane.
Skin her alive. I thought it could happen too.
And then, you read the second Hefar Gala, nope. It was necklace. She forced her to wear.
It was stupid.
And having Spider-Man appear there too. Also, there was this weird thing.
Yeah,
where,
she did the Banshee.
Yeah, the Banshee, but not Mary Jane.
Yeah, what? That's fucking stupid. Look,
Yeah,
yeah, give a two off. Fine.
Crimson
whatever.
thought these two are married at one point, but as far as I can tell, Banshee and Moore never married.
Yeah, that never happened.
She has married, but she was divorced when she met him.
Yeah, it was so stupid. Like, what the fuck?
Why? Why would she kill off her boyfriend that wears skin?
I don't get it. It was so stupid. They would have to Hickman look a little more, but more fuck this guy over so badly.
Yeah, it's here's the thing. Between Inferno and the stuff that started to call the House of X and Powers of X, she was featured one issue of Hickman's X-Men book, and that was it.
Yep. And then we had Line the Powder Man Ball of X.
Yeah.
But they're both sort of all horrible. They're both bad.
For Hickman's book, each issue was standalone. It was not
I'm talking about after Hickman.
Like in Hickman's 20-issue book, it felt as though you read the whole book, it's very much standalone, not much connection.
Karen Gillian will just crap. I hate this book so much.
Yeah. Karen Gillian's time on Mortal X-Men was interesting. I thought it was the better of the X books.
It was, but a lot of Power of X and Fall Power were horrible.
Yeah, but it led into both those two miniseries, and then X-Men Red led into I think it was Dead X-Men and Resurrection Magneto.
Dead X-Men made no sense to me because I tried reading that book. I got so
It was set in the
confused.
future.
Ow.
Yeah.
The one that book made no sense.
Yeah,
Fall House of X. Fall House of X. They destroy them. Tell me this bad.
Yeah.
book.
Yeah, the Fall of X and / House of X. I felt as though this was necessary because I think Marvel must have realized though that this wasn't working. The whole control stuff.
It crashed and burned because Hickman left the book.
And Crimson thought that the X-Men were plant people.
Yep.
I never bought them as plant people.
Neither did I.
He thought this though, and he thought Storm was part of a cult, and Nightcrawler was rejecting Christianity. I'm like, not really. Storm never joined a cult.
That never happened.
Yeah, I'm not. It's like he just read it briefly and just stopped reading it.
I don't know. Who knows at this point?
It was
But honestly, the story's over. It's a bad story.
Yeah, I appreciate the fact that this was told in miniseries. And is it weird though that this is the second time they ended an ongoing series, leave the miniseries featured Magneto? Because last time was X-Factor led into Trial of Magneto.
But that was a bad story. It went nowhere. All the crap.
Where they revealed, who killed Scarlet Witch? It was suspected it was Magneto, but nope, it was Toad.
But that turned out to be a lie because it was Scarlet Witch who killed herself.
Yeah, she basically convinced Toad to kill her by whacking him with a plate.
What? That's stupid. What the hell? wrote this shit?
X-Men Inferno. That was Hickman.
Wait,
Actually,
no,
that was
Hickman didn't write that book.
no. I think
writer.
it was Lee Williams wrote that book.
Oh, no wonder they're bad. Mo, stop hiring bad writers.
Yeah. Also, you remember also the X books had this thing where we can't have a precogs in Krakoa,
Yep, I remember. The way
and
Mother did that.
they never said in the book. And some theorize, because it interfered with Mormon Tiger's powers. And then, like, during Events Inferno, Mystique brings back Destiny.
Yeah, at a power play.
And also as a middle finger to anybody to that stupid law in the first place.
Also,
and here's the weird thing. Do you know what character is classified as a precog, but yet the X-Men completely forgot that he is a precog?
Spider-Man?
Yes.
Nope.
Is that weird?
That's weird. My girl Spider-Girl, I didn't see the precog too, because she has her spider sense.
Yes. And do not get me started on X-Men Green, because I've seen it.
I hate X-Men Green. I tried, but this book is shit.
Yeah. And here's the weird thing. I'm gonna make this smile. No trade.
Thank God. Maybe
when Nature Girl becomes anti-hero over this nature stuff.
Yeah, Nature Girl. You're stupid.
I think it was iBoy is with her because he's in love with her, and she knows it.
Why the hell would iBoy work with Nature Girl when a terrorist? That's stupid.
Well, he fell for her before she became a terrorist.
Yeah. Was this record out of existence? If it was, I'll be happy.
It was in digital stuff. It was never mentioned the main stuff.
Thank God. The book, that sounds horrible.
You know what? One character they brought back, and he did practically nothing aside from appearing in like one issue of Cable. Silver Samurai.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
He got brought back. I was surprised he brought him back after Aaron killed him off in his opening issue for Wolverine, Volume 4. He got killed by ninjas at his home.
That makes sense because he's an asshole. So of course he would get killed by ninjas.
Yeah, and then later on he introduced his son.
What happened to his son again? I didn't know he had a son.
Yeah, he was introduced in Wolverine 300.
Oh, never mind.
Who has not done much anything since Old Man Logan.
Oh, so he's a
where
character.
Where Old Man Logan reunited with his aunt, Mariko.
But did she die when
she got resurrected? No, it was not Duke Cole stuff. It was due to something else.
Yeah,
it's weird. And the fact
I think what happened. I think when Tom Taylor's book had happened, the Old Man Logan book. I don't remember.
The Old Man Logan book at the time when they had Marcus show up, that was I think it was Ed Bronson.
Old Man Logan.
Yeah, originally was Jeff Lemire, and then it was Ed Bronson first the book.
Yeah, I dropped out Old Man Logan after Jeff Lemire left. Like, this is stupid. It's about the whole Maestro stuff.
Well,
that was the whole thing. Nowhere.
Old Man Logan, like his first story right afterwards, he fought Mesmero. Yeah,
Maestro.
Yeah, Maestro. Yeah. And I'm like, wait a minute, why is he here? Like, oh wait, I remember. Peter David brought him in his final issue of Spider-Man 2099.
But didn't he? But wasn't that the future, not the present day?
Yeah, apparently he brought me here by accident.
How? When did that? I went 2099. I went that one day. I don't know what's happening. I know.
Yeah, it happened toward the end of the run, and then I guess it was a leftover. And then, like at the end of the story, he apparently died.
I thought Maestro left. He just leaves and it goes away.
In Old Man Logan, he died.
Oh.
And then during the run, they brought back the woman from the Matthew Rosenberg Kingpin book. And then she got killed by Bullseye.
Oh.
Even Bullseye was told, not the killer.
But he killed her anyway.
Yes. And the reason why Kingpin did not want her to die because she wrote his book. That apparently he wants to keep secret in a book for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah. So Kingpin ordered Bodak to kill Bodak, but the Bodak had come up and did he get killed by Kingpin?
He hired a reporter to write his autobiography.
But did Kingpin get rid of Bodak? Did Kingpin get rid of Bodak after he
And here's the thing. She was divorced. And she was in custody with her ex-husband. And she was dating a boxer.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in love with a boxer. I'm like, okay, interesting. Didn't go anywhere once the book wrapped up. I mean, she wasn't featured again, so this very book came out.
And
And then, like, there was stuff featured in this book that apparently came from what's kept secret. But yet,
whatever.
yeah. And then, like, Bullseye, like, fights Logan, and then he hasn't done much since then. He wasn't featured in Gang War.
And yeah, Jack and she didn't know me in that book.
He's a great character. Feature him.
Use him. Do something. But just kill him off if you don't want to use him anymore.
Yeah.
Kill that villain, that's fine. It's killing off Hill, but I'm a problem with it. But it's okay, let's do it. The main problem is so screwed at this point. But who knows? If they kill people in the main universe, would I care? At this point, no, because he's so damn young a pair. I say screw it. Just pull the
You
trigger.
should hear about I read about this online, where for Absolute Carnage, Donny Cotis was told not to kill any major characters in Absolute Carnage, but he did kill Shriek in a tie-in.
Yeah, whatever. I didn't get an streak.
I'm like, if you think about it, like, they only had maybe like 2 deaths the whole story. They kill off Carnage the final issue, and they kill off Shriek in a tie-in, and that was
That's
it.
about it.
And that book led into
King of
Ruins of
Black.
Ravencroft and Ravencroft.
Well, and King of Black.
Yeah, King of Black came a little later, but King of Black came after Empire.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Empire with the thing. I bought my mail because that's so boring.
Empire was done by Dan Slott and Al Ewing.
It was a boring story. It's like, this is boring. This is stupid. I'm out. I'm not reading this stuff.
I kind of enjoyed it. One thing, at least Slott knew he was doing because he's written crossovers before.
A good crossover one, not a bad crossover. Okay, to be fair, I thought it was
I'm sure he brought in Al Ewing. He probably learned a lot of stuff from Jason Aaron doing stuff like Original Sin.
So,
So
understand what did a bad story.
I thought the book was a lot of fun. Especially
the main story was fun. It's at the time, oh shit. Spider-Man time meant nothing. Like, oh, why are we going to say to go Silk? That's bullshit. No. I got bullshit on that for all we know because Little Sin should be one more day with the best of. That should be his Sin, not Silk.
Yeah, that was a retcon.
A bad
Daredevil was
one.
pointless. Mighty Avengers was a lot of fun. Or
Mighty
revealed that
Avengers.
Luke Cage's father was an Avenger back in the 70s and fighting vampires.
Why the hell did we not get more of that story? I'd read more than Blood on it, way more than Blade and a villain.
Yeah, apparently, like, okay, the members were Bear,
I
a
know
woman who was previously an actual bear turned to a human by aliens.
Of course.
And guess who created her?
Who?
Karen Gillian.
Okay. That's a weird concept, but fine, whatever.
During the storyline, The Secret Origin of Tony Stark.
Wasn't that a retcon tell story?
The ending was.
Oh.
It was interesting up until that ending when it go, oh, Tony Stark is adopted.
Yeah, that's stupid. That was a crappy idea.
Yeah, and then like you get past that, and it's like, oh yeah, Neification, and that's when Guardian of the Galaxy came in. And then like right afterwards, let's do a
Ben just came in and tried to like that story, but it went nowhere because I got Million Iron Man book.
Yeah, I remember like, and then we had that Techno City where he's like that stuff from Mandarin stuff. I think was set up in Matt Fraction. We followed up with this, and then like right after that, the final Stark was let's have Iron Man take on Malekith the Curse.
Yeah, that made no sense. Like,
that was weird.
Yeah,
I'm like, why the heck would Iron Man take on a Thor but like Malekith?
Yeah, we Malekith the Fourth. Don't we put Iron Man? That was stupid.
It's good
that make it time that word. Ben is wrote the Iron Man book after all that nonsense, and he wrote Mary Jane that book with some people. I hate that story.
Yeah.
He also did talk with Dr. Doom. He didn't been in Dr. Doom book. He Dr. Doom book. So I was going to put that book.
Do you remember how Malekith died in the comics?
He died in Waterlands.
He got killed by being ripped apart by animals.
That makes sense.
I'm like, okay. And I love War of the Realms. It's
I love that story too.
Like, it's a story Jason built up. I don't get why some people like this story. This book is awesome.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Story.
And also, it's an event that features Spider-Man as
it
a
actually makes
character.
Spider-Man do something, but not something stupid.
Yeah, and like have them fight angels. I'm like, this book is badass.
Now ain't Angel. I think the Valkyries.
Actually, the Valkyries get killed off in issue 2.
Oh yeah, Valkyrie. They got killed off.
Yeah,
and-
because he was fighting Angelus people.
Oh yeah, I forgot Angel was part of the former party now because Spawn lights. It's weird.
Yeah. Neil Gaiman got her part of a lawsuit with
And
Thomas Crown.
then he saw at the Marvel.
And what is since then? Let's see.
Nothing.
She's had a couple books. She featured Guardians. Or at one point, it seems like that there was a joke that that maybe Gamora was going to marry Angela, and then that went nowhere.
Yeah, that went jack and shit. And then she went to hell to see with
The
her
joke
girlfriend.
was like someone's asking her to marry them. She thought it was Rocket, and it was actually Gamora.
Yep.
I thought this was so funny, and the fact that she probably didn't know what a scroll was. And you're probably thinking like, she's Thor's sister.
Yeah, she
How
should
can
know
what
this
scroll
stuff.
is? Well, there's a reason why. She was in the 10th realm, which no one knew about until Original Sin. Now that was
Yeah.
a good that was a very good miniseries.
That
Thor
that
and the-
retcon made sense. Spot retcon was horrible.
Yes.
Retcon was crap. Hulk
The one that
wait,
kind of
it-
made no sense was Tony Stark being involved with the creation of the
the
Hulk.
Incredible Hulk. Yeah, that part I agree with him. That was stupid.
Yeah, that miniseries was done by Karen Gillan and Mark Waid.
They're a little bad.
That made no sense at all.
But that the Spider-Man would just entitled to Hall and shit. Because they're my
And
damn
here's the
swap.
weird thing about that book. That was the end of Karen Gillan's run on Iron Man.
What? That's how that book ended? No wonder it was so bad.
And guess what came next?
Bendis.
Tom Taylor
Oh yeah, Tom Taylor was Superior Iron Man. But went
and
nowhere.
Ben Bendis.
Yeah, but he's the better Superior Iron Man. Superior Iron Man was good, but they never got an actual ending. Because Single would happen. That blew the universe up.
Yep. And then X-Men was the feature afterwards, and I think it was Dan Slott after that who led his book led into Iron Man 2020.
Which went nowhere to crap.
Which the whole thing is like, oh, there's this big humongous enemy on the earth, and it was illusion.
Nothing. It was all in his head.
Yeah, it was all done
Not
by
Iron
Arnold
Man's head,
Clark,
but the boy's head.
who was Tony's brother, which Bendis, that Slott did not create this character.
No, it's Karen
Bendis
Gillian
did-
collision.
It was Karen Gillian.
Yeah, that's right. And
I think I President's Own World, and then it was that Tony Stark was a artificially created because of the clone stuff. Because
it was so stupid. It made no sense.
Yeah, the ending of Slots are for Iron Man was made no sense at all.
Like,
The-
I got lost when it all of you to be a dream and all of you to be a virtual reality check. I got like, you gotta be kidding me. This is how you end this stupid story? Like, oh, turns out brother.
Here's something I did like about the run. The fact you brought Bethany K back. You brought back you had him fight Iron Villain, the controller.
Yep.
It kind of felt like an Iron book. Also fight Ultron, which was interesting.
But it
And-
wasn't a real Ultron. It was Hank Pym Ultron. Pymtron.
Yeah,
You got
and
to
then-
carry from that Governor of any book with I thought it was non
you know there was the issues of this book written by Gail Simone.
Oh,
Gail Simone, she wrote 3 issues of Iron Man.
I know about that.
It was during the War Realms tie-in. This book in Venom had the regular writers step away from the book to have been filled because Cullen Bunn came back to do Venom.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird. And then right
It was
after,
weird, but
and
yeah,
right
I
after
thought
that, Donna came back and finished the front up.
Yep.
I had this theory when he was doing this book, like, I'm sure Marvel really, because this run came out right after the first Venom movie came out, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure Marvel really wanted him to feature the Life Foundation in the book.
Yep.
And then he's like, no, let me do my own thing. And then as soon as they wrap the book up, Al Ewing comes in, and now it features the Life Foundation.
The way by now is so gonna they're born villains. I don't get it. Damn it, these characters.
They were created back in the 90s. I think
Yeah, the one guy.
it was David Slade
It-
created it.
Yeah, it was Scream, Riot, and that's about it. Everyone can
Yeah,
get
and
the
the
one
guy
guy
who's
is
not-
Scream. She's the only character I like because yeah, engine design. I get design awesome. All the other characters.
At one
boring.
point, the group was in bankruptcy, and then thanks to Extreme Carnage,
They
they
come
got out of
back.
bankruptcy and they're back.
Which made
It's
no
weird.
sense. It's so stupid.
And also for a while, that was last time we saw Flash, Thomas, and Venom. Age of Venom.
Anti-Agent Venom.
Yes. That was the last time I saw him. I think he was featured. I think he was featured very recently, but I remember.
I don't remember. The Spider-Man book been so bad. It's been so flappy. I know what you're doing right now.
At least he got praised, Johnny Coes, for bringing back
Flash Thompson. We brought Agent Venom back from the dead.
Yeah, I think that undoing that death from Don Slaughter was a good move on Johnny Coes doing that.
Yeah, because the story with Holloway died. Oh, Flash Thompson died. You gotta.
Just like it makes sense undid Electro's death.
What you brought back the library to me? Or that She-Electro was still alive?
Oh, Electro got brought back for Sinister War.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that event. No,
Yeah,
I
was kind of surprised
it was
about
the end of
that.
the Extended Spider-Man story, which
And
Red
here's the weird
Electron
thing.
didn't pass.
Since he came back, Electro has never got a chance to go up against the female Electro.
Yeah, that's confusing. What the hell? Why not have them fight each other?
After all, she killed him by making out with him.
Yeah, and that's his girlfriend. Who got
I thought that was weird. Like she died. Like when she was brought back as female Electro, I'm like, I completely forgot about this character when she was revived, because she was featured with tattoos and piercing.
Yeah, it was so stupid. It was slot nonsense.
And then she dies, then she got back with Clone Conspiracy, and then she was kept alive afterwards.
How? Why did every single clone get to die? But let's keep at this character.
And apparently Anne Marie was going to be a clone, and that went nowhere.
I wish that she was a clone. I don't want to deal with the character anymore. But no, we're gonna keep her alive because Dan Shaw liked the character.
Weird thing is, he brought back Stiltman.
Who didn't know? I don't give a damn about.
Yeah, because the guy has been dead since 2006.
They also brought back Evil Benoit. Now Benoit's doing the ability again with the chasm bullshit.
Yeah.
Why can't all get with chasm? Why?
Do you remember how Stiltman died?
Didn't he die in Daredevil?
No, it was in Punisher.
Oh yeah, Punisher shot him.
Punisher blew his legs off with a bazooka, and then he fired a gun at his head, killing him.
That makes sense.
I'm surprised how long you say dead for. He was dead for 10 years.
Really? That's interesting.
And also, they kept Prowler away for 10 years. Because after Punisher War Number 4, he wasn't seen again until just before Clone Conspiracy came out.
Yeah.
He didn't die. It's like Marvel does not going to feature him at all for some reason.
Speaking of Punisher, don't mind. Frank Carter, he's still gone. He
was featured in the in a double set issue for Daredevil recently. I think it was Daredevil.
Wait. Is it Frank Carter Punisher or did it the other Punisher?
Frank Castle was a flashback.
Oh, I thought it was.
And I thought, I'm like, wow, they brought back the real Punisher, and it was a
flashback story.
Yes, I kind of wish we brought back the real Frank Castle and just have the ending of the Jason Aaron run ignored.
Yeah, because I hate that ending. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, this has to end with, Punisher's white. She gets rid of Frank Castle and hand gets away and what? And then she's pregnant with Frank's kids.
And he teleported away and has him. He's not dead. He's
in real world.
Yes. And then they bring in this other Punisher.
Who's not Frank Castle. He's another Punisher who's not in the Silk Gun Boy. He's a 29 Punisher.
He's based upon him.
Yeah, he's based on 29.
And the final issue has a fight against an organization called Jigsaw. I'm like, wait a minute. Did they proudly name organization after the long-term Punisher villain Jigsaw? And then
Jigsaw die?
Yeah, he got killed off during the whole one of those one-shots that came out during this run.
What point? Yeah, I know. Yeah. Punisher only killed the villains. It didn't matter.
And then as soon like they show up in the final issue of this run for Punisher, and then nothing. This new Punisher featured Insane.
Gee, that sounds familiar. I'll come into Fox Batman, and how that went. Oh wait, he's been non-existent for years.
Yep.
You know what's funny? DC and Marvel keep doing these new characters no good and they keep crashing and burning.
Were you surprised JMS came back? Were you surprised JMS came back to Marvel to do Captain America?
JMS.
Yeah, JMS.
Mm-hmm. I know.
I was surprised to see him do Captain America.
Same.
And then I read, I'm like, wow, this book is so good under him.
Yep.
Iron Man, well, sadly, the run is ending soon.
Issue 600. I forget what issue I remember.
It was the current issue number, I think it was like issue 19.
Yes, but the issue number is 699. I think.
I'd look it up here because I remember seeing it. And I'm like, who's taking over after him? That's a good question.
There's no answer yet. I checked the short detain I did one short in the video. I think a month ago. I don't remember. And there's no news about it.
Let's see. I'm trying to find it right now so I can find out exactly.
Okay. Halloween? What the heck is that? Damn.
Yeah, some people were saying that Ben Percy doing the Wolverine stuff, but that's a mini series. It's not like the main Wolverine book.
Yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of Spider-Man character, Spider went on the main universe. She's in 616 now.
Yeah.
Why? That's a terrible idea. Why is that over 65? Her home. I hate that idea so much.
Okay, so the final issue is 20, and it's issue 670.
That makes sense.
And it comes out July 17th.
Ow.
Yeah, and there's no... I don't know if Marvel's listed who's replacing Gary Doug in this book.
No, they didn't.
It is interesting the fact that this book is ending at number 20. Wow, that's like one issue longer than the Dan Slott's run.
Mm-hmm. Let me see.
And I know that did you know also the current Captain Marvel book is ending?
I'm not surprised. That book kept getting canceled. I can't believe at this point that no one wanted to do it, Kill Danvers.
Yeah. Did you see her new costume on her Alyssa Wong?
I did not read that book. I'm just done with bad stories.
Because this one basically has show off her arms. Like, she's got a little more skin than usual.
Okay.
Let's see here.
I don't get the current Spider-Gwen book. Why the hell we have him in 616? It's stupid. It makes no sense.
Mm-hmm. That's a new costume. Here's a little fuller version of it. But this is basically her costume right now. This one right here. Where she's got
Okay.
like they updated her costume. It's like the top part looks mostly the same because they give her a jacket now. And she shows off her arms. First time she had outfit shows off her arms since like 2012.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's like, oh, let's put her in a full bodysuit for 12 years. Tivia? That was weird. That was weird.
My brother shut down on me.
Okay.
Okay, I said you're going to uninstall this browser.
Yeah. We probably should end it soon. We've had this for a little over 2 hours.
Yeah, we never got the finish of Blade talk. We got so caught with another topic we didn't finish.
Yeah. So we got
As
a lot.
far as the Blade movie concerned, that movie dead. Just can't they pull the plug.
That or Marvel, have a Kevin Feige step in and have somebody who's competent who could do this.
Yeah, or just cancel the movie altogether and just I don't know. Like give me a Blade Marvel special. You did it with not Midnight, with Werewolf by Night. Why not do it with Blade? It's easy.
Which I've heard people call that a Alyssa Blessed movie over Wear Up by Night.
Yeah, it was good.
I don't know why people are calling stuff. Oh, we got somebody watch us now. people are calling stuff that is excuse me, where people are saying movies are not this character movie, it's actually this character. And I'm like, you got evidence to support that?
Yeah, with the evidence, I don't get that logic.
Like the whole thing with Indy, where they think it's the female lead that thinks she's the main character. No, she isn't.
No, she
She
isn't.
didn't show up until like about 25 minutes in the movie.
I'm just tired of these scripted assholes who are trying to claim everything. Every woke with. I can't stand that shit anymore.
Yeah.
That word is
Like, you hear that Furiosa didn't do too at the box office?
Yeah, Furiosa bomb broke my heart because of that movie.
Yeah, some people, I had one person like, oh, because it's that female lead.
No, that's not
bullcrap.
true at all.
the
That's
reason
bullshit.
why.
The reason why it bombed because my get bad marketing and some other
Yeah, and they also
factors.
claimed, oh, because Ghostbusters 2016, oh, because the cast is female.
Bullshit.
No.
That movie was bad because it's a bad movie. I hate that movie always.
And you begin there like, oh, you got caught, oh, because he didn't want to see who gets a female cast. If you watch this video, that's not
That's
the
not what
reason
he
why
said at all.
It's a title.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
And it bombed because it wasn't that good.
Yeah, that's the reason why. It has nothing to do with the cast from female. He has nothing against the cast.
It has nothing to do with the whole culture war bullshit. Because, okay, wait for a sec. God, YouTuber, we're all doing this. Stop fighting every culture war bullshit. I'm so tired of this shit, yo. You guys need to F out and move on. I'm so tired of this culture war shit.
And anybody listening, know that female-led movies can be successful.
Yep.
They're not bad because of money. They're bad because maybe of story.
Bad writing.
Yes. Not because the lead is a woman.
Yeah, not that shit.
Okay. Anybody says the movie that fails because the lead is a woman, that is sexist talk.
Okay, Chewie.
Okay. Yes. So, like, for example, Captain Marvel, female-led movie, and people hate Brie Larson because she's in it for the money. And I come in, okay, so freaking what? All the actors do is for a paycheck.
Yeah,
Like,
it's anything new.
It's called getting paid. Okay? How can you accuse somebody of doing a job they get paid? People have bills to pay. Like real life people.
Yep.
So people saying that, oh, she's only in it because of the money, because that's what she said. Okay, maybe she's got actual bills she needs to freaking pay.
These guys don't give a damn about the movie. All they care about the cultural bullshit, which, again, I'm just tired of this shit, but they're gonna get fucking. Now, if it's something bad or horrible, like, for example, The Acolyte, which, okay, I watched The Acolyte, the 5 episode. They're just boring. Like, this is stupid. This is like,
I've heard the show described as like Star Wars take on Star Trek.
Not really. It's not really that at all. It's not really Star Trek at all. No, it's not. It's
and the fact that a lot of people don't like the fact that apparently it features the Trade Federation aliens.
Yeah, in episode 1.
I'm like, why would you feature them?
Well, it's been a High Republic era.
Yes, a thing for Star Wars no one gives a damn about.
I don't give a damn about either. I tried, but this is boring.
Because I've read I
read one comic, High Republic. It's boring.
The guy is a good competent writer. It just says High Republic stuff is not as interesting as other stuff that he writes.
Yeah, I read some High Republic comics. Like, this is boring.
Did you read his Yoda book he did?
No, I got a Star Wars book at the year.
It's really good. The current Star Wars books, like I recently reviewed of like all the war bound the Dark Droid stuff. 2 of the books basically were set for Return of the Jedi. Like,
yes.
You had the main character of Mount Hunters seeing Han Solo pounding on the wall. It's like, okay, I know where he is. That's Chewbacca's job.
Yep.
And Lando sees Han mounted on a wall. I saw him like, that makes sense for them to be there.
Yep.
Because you see in the movie, he's already established that he's been undercover for a while.
Yep.
So you could say Dark Droids crossover was a setup for
Return of the Jedi.
Yes. Vader's was weird. Like, you have him fight the battle droids.
Yeah, but other than Vader, we also have Padme's doubles
Or handmaidens.
or handmaids.
Yeah, and Dr. Afra book, it's like, okay, so
I dropped that out a long time ago because she should have been dead.
that's also Melissa Wong as well, that book.
Which
and,
makes no
like-
sense. She died in Vader, but then she survived somehow with BS.
Well, she got spun off after Vader wrapped up.
Yeah,
the first
I
one.
want that because what?
Where like, okay,
yeah,
so
death.
so this book retconned that character about Jason Aaron on Sena, former girlfriend of hers.
She survived in space.
Yeah, she was saved
After
by
Mandela.
yeah, she was able to survive somehow. The fact that like her romance with Magna, her name is the woman who's kind of partial cyborg.
I know what it was. I didn't give it a
That was something that Karen Gillian set up.
Oh.
And by the end of the Dr. Art book, these three become criminals.
Of course they
For
did.
life-
Woman at
For life of
surprise.
crime. And it's like, oh, what's up? Dr. Alpha basically committed crimes with basically her two girlfriends.
Sure, whatever.
Okay,
fine.
fine. I had no problem with the fact she was a lesbian.
I
It's
didn't give a
something
damn
new.
about the other.
Because here is my thing comes to characters being gay or bisexual. If they're original character, it's fine. Perfectly fine.
Yeah, if it established children, like
Quicksilver
Tim J.
is
Long,
something
it's
that John-
horrible. Or down to John, it's
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah. For when Quicksilver got as not Quicksilver, when it was North Star, that was something John Byrne wanted to do originally, but
That was fine. I'm
no,
fine
that
with
was
that.
more fine. But any other character as gay or bisexual is a stupid move.
Yeah, it's garbage. It makes no sense.
Like Tim Drake and Iceman.
And John. John by saying, no shit. They gave me the fucking
Yeah.
total.
That one I have less a problem with that than the
I
air
have chief all of it because I'm forced from day one.
because the whole thing with that it was rushed.
Oh, it was also I can't eat up a shit. And no one wants I do that about the mistake.
Timmy,
Okay,
you know
go on.
basically the issue where he has first kiss with Jay.
I
It's
hate
like-
that so much. It drove me mad.
It's like this was a romance scene where it's like Jay was saying it for a woman.
Yeah, it's like so messed up. And to make it then where Johnny, a 10-year-old boy, and teen's body. Was even more fucked up. Oh my God, what's all these white things? Why can't I under the
Yeah.
Oh, we can't do John being DA because he's a bisexual character. Fuck that! You can DA John either way you do with Wally West and his kid. No, not what shit with Bud Allen. He got aged up and in the Flash a decade ago, and he got DA'd. Why can't he do that with John? I don't get it.
Yeah. We should probably end there too because we're getting close to 2.5 hours.
Yeah. We should probably end this. But after the Blade movie, just end it. Just cancel it. I don't care. Just end it.
Or Star Fresh. That's my guess. Star
Yeah,
Fresh.
that too. Yep. Anyways.
There's just something with it. As for our stuff, we already list basically like there's some good stuff, some bad stuff happening right now. Just keep up. Oh, one big thing we've almost forgot to talk about. The Green Lantern TV show.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's fine having funny.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, wasn't this axed already?
Yeah, this even asked years ago with Guggenheim stuff that was canceled.
And now it's back?
But yeah, it's not Guggenheim stuff. It's Tom King and James Gunn.
Yeah, James Gunn. But the thing is, I first heard about it via comic.com, and they're pretty reliable source.
Yeah, same.
But this I'm questioning because I don't know if it's true or not.
Same.
Yeah. But as it stands, we have our stuff we really need to do. So let's end it here. As for next time, depends
Mm-hmm. Yep.
on our schedules.
Mhm.
The only reason I was able to do this today because I had a day off.
Yep.
So please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do the dislike button. Subscribe both of our YouTube channels. I'm Nick Lenz. He's Dave Vesmuka. We are signing off. Bye.
Bye.